What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hobby Goblins Cave Reps here at Counterspell Games in Jacksonville, Florida. We're back at it with another Warhammer battle report this evening. We've got the forces of the demons facing off with the champions of Russ. Welcoming Rob back to the studio. Everybody say hello to the favorite.
Hi, favorite.
And that's on you guys, not on us. That's like Gob Squad. We got a pretty interesting matchup here tonight. Of course, both of these lists have been built with the competitive mindset, and that's the game we're going to put forth this evening. How are you guys feeling about it coming into it?
Scared,
Rusty.
timid.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of unknown. I mean, I haven't played in 2 months except for one warm-up game that I just played today. And then I've got to deal with sagas. And sagas suck, so...
It's true. It's true. I have to tell you the amount of confidence in both your responses there. Rusty, afraid.
No, I'm being.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pet that dog.
Let's have a look at these lists.
The dog.
Sorry.
Come here, Danny.
Here I am. Right. So like Jacob said, we're doing the champions of Rust tonight. I got Bjorn the Fell-Handed, Murderfang, and Logan Grimnar all hanging out alone. But Logan is going to start in Deep Strike. I got Ragnar leading a unit of 6 Blade Guard veterans. They're going to be packed up in an Impulsor with the 5 of invulnerable save. Then I have Ulrich the Slayer leading a 10-pack of Wolf Guard. That's a new unit for the stream. We're going to see how they do tonight, and they're going to be packed up in the Rhino. Then I have 3 units of Jump Pack Intercessors and 1 unit of Fenrisian Wolves. Last but not least, my Infiltrator for that Deep Strike denial.
Boo.
Oh yeah.
Dan has
Let's
so many units on his lists nowadays. He fills up the board like an orc does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, time to nerf.
That's
So
spelled
anyway.
fine. What are you talking about? There's no errors there.
The favorite tie
No
is
ties
me.
here.
All right, so it doesn't look like there's that much, but there actually isn't that much. So I'm running a majority Slanesh list tonight, but I did bring some staples because of the theme of the list, which you would see if you watched the pre-stream. But so the Great Unclean One with the Endosclift, he's just great for an anchor unit. You kind of have to have one if you're looking for the competitive edge anywhere. I did bring Shalaxi because
Did he?
she...
No.
Did he? We got Shalaxi, we got Celesk. It's my first outing with Celesk, which we'll talk about kind of more in-game. I do have 40 Demonettes with fully kitted. I do have the Keeper of Secrets with Soul Stealer for regen. I did run into some issues with the Seekers, so I did swap those out. So now I have 3 sets of Fiends and 1 set of Seekers, and then a Nurgling. And I also brought a Sloppity Bile Piper for the Battle Shock forcing, which I think is actually a very strategic way to play at this point, which I'll go over more once we get to the 5 phase and kind of see that interaction.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Definitely great to have you back in the studio. Your presence was missed for sure.
Oh, no.
What is our mission tonight, Eric?
Oh yeah, tonight we're playing Mission E, so for the primary it's take and hold. Each objective you're holding is 5 points for a max of 15. Hammer and Anvil deployment. And prepared missions gives us battle line units 0 CP to do go to ground or heroic intervention.
You got it.
Which are pointless for Rob. And I have no battle line, so.
I have tons of battle lines, so it's great for me.
Well, go to ground does nothing for you.
Oh.
You got a better involved
Yeah,
save.
so take
But I can do it for free, so I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it because I can.
I'm going to make it cost 1 CP.
I'm going to go to ground and use my better invul save.
I'm going to throw Bjorn in there.
It's definitely going to be a fun match this evening. Energy is high with the holidays upon us. Happy holidays to all of you guys at home. Of course, we want to take a moment and just thank you guys for the support, tuning in and watching these videos, adding comments to the videos after they've hit the on demand, and just being present with us as we continue our 40K journey has been just really enriching for us. It's made us feel some kind of way and makes us very excited to continue doing these as well. A big shout out, of course, has to go to the Gob Squad. That's our membership community. They're the guys that have really taken the stream on their back and really helped lift us up with a lot of the equipment that we've been able to acquire. A lot of the time we've been able to make available has been justified by that support from the Gob Squad. So from the bottom of our hearts, happiest of holidays to you guys. We appreciate the support so very much. All right, cool. Niceties aside, murder time. Who wants to go first?
I think I do. I want to do some move blocking. I want to make sure I control the pace of those big, scary demons. Let's
Well,
see.
Let me roll the
highest
loading
roll
dice here.
has to go first. Let's see it.
Is that John's dice? No.
Hey.
There we
That.
go.
Space Wolves, turn 1.
Good luck, boys.
So like I said, I guess I said it in the pre-stream, the saga I'm going to start with is actually the Lethal Hits one. Why? Because I want to be able to wound those
Greater demons?
the greater demons a little easier, and I don't really have high strength stuff other than my big hitters, so I want to be able to have access to Lance as well for the 1 CP.
I hate that.
So, and also I feel like you're going to be coming my way for the with your Slaneshi demons, so I don't really need Advance in Charge. I just cut my own deck.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, just wanted to make sure you had it.
All right, so I have no scout moves. You got scout moves?
I do have scout moves. I will move my 9 on my keepers. Or no, my seekers, sorry.
While you work through those scout moves, I'd like to just shout out the Gob Squad in here with us this evening. First
Hey.
one in, Nurgle Matt, welcoming everybody behind him as he does. Always great to see you, Nurgle Matthew. Thank you
Hello.
for taking the time with us on this post or this Thanksgiving Eve. What's going on, Treachery? Going to be getting Treachery in the studio Friday night here for a little off-camera game. It's going to be a real good time. We're going to have him playing into Demons himself, as Ian will be bringing some Nurgly boys.
Cool.
What's going on, Luke Sheffield? Great to see you, my friend, waving the Gob Squad banner.
Hey.
Make sure you hit me up over any of this time off that you might have. Cursed Cowboy in here. You know, Cursed Cowboy, that's a Demons player right there.
Oh, I'm
So,
bringing them out today.
no pressure, but
All-
the favorite is on the
All
line.
the homies are in the chat.
What's going on, Cursed Cowboy? Mount Hellbane up in it as well. Another Demons fanatic. They're super excited for this matchup. Cursed Cowboy does say he's sorry, Dan. These are 2 of his favorite factions, but Demons is number 1.
He was number 1.
People usually lean
Did
away
he say
from
number 1?
Space Marines.
Did he? I have to check.
We're too popular.
What's going on, Connor
popular.
Hughes? He's probably watching the list at the moment, so when you catch back up with us, here is your friendly hello. Great to see you here this evening.
All right, so the back
Hey, what
of the
secondaries
rhino.
did you get, Dan, and how great is that for you?
Hey Eric, I got Bring It Down and Containment for turn 1. Bring It Down, obviously,
Phenomenal,
I wanted that
love it.
later on in the game, but turns out now I have no pressure to do it later. I can just systematically take them out. And also I already started with the Lethal Hit saga, so really I want to go for the characters.
Go for the throat.
And then Containment is actually doable,
It's not terrible.
because I do have some stuffs here that can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's start with some movement. I'm going to advance the Rhino here. Big ol' 1, already
Big
starting
ol' whiff.
strong. That's a... Just to do this. Boop. Actually, I'll leave them unpivoted. Just leave them like that.
Ooh, unpivot me.
That's right. These Assault Intercessors...
So while you're doing your movement, what's you finally busting out the blood claws? Like what happened there?
I'm sorry, what?
You said you finally bring out the blood claws.
Oh, sorry, the Wolf Guard,
Wolf Guard.
is what I'm busting out. They are packed up in here. So instead of blood claws, so it's weird because they have heirloom weapons. So it's 4 attacks each, strength 5, AP 1, 1 damage. Not a lot.
It's the same as the Wolfen weapons, right?
That was AP2.
No, heirloom weapons are just AP 1.
Oh, like the
It's like the
Vanguard vet weapon.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's the same as the Thunderwolf Cavalry. Thunderwolves go up to damage 2 because of the charge, but what really powers them up is Ulrich, the full rerolls to hit, wound, into characters, monsters, and vehicles. Units. So that means if a unit is attached, you're going to get full rerolls to hit and wound.
So he's a mini Shalaxi.
The reason I went with Wolf Guard over Blood Claws, even though the Wolf Guard are more expensive, they get +1 to hit on the charge, which is good. And then I don't have to make the charge to get the benefits that the Blood Claws do. Blood Claws get that +1 attack and the strength on the charge. So, and that only puts them at the level of Wolf Guard. So Wolf Guard already starting at that point is pretty nice, and then getting the +1 to hit because they have a character, or I think it's because they're charging, is much nicer there.
Some tactical talk. I like that.
I know a little bit about Space Wolves. That's all I got. These Assault Intercessors don't have to advance or anything. They're just jumping right over here to get that. Actually, I guess they didn't have to go too far to do that containment over here.
Yep, just, what is it, Holy Within 9?
Wholly within 9, and this is 6 inches, so yeah, we're good there. And then I'm just gonna have Bjorn do it over here. Just keep him safe.
Where's he at?
He's right here. He moves 8, so I could pop him right here outside of my deployment and within 6, so we should be solid there. I'm gonna go ahead and advance the Thunderwolves. Don't really want to get them too close to.
I
Actually,
move fast enough so it doesn't matter where you go.
Before I do that, I'm gonna advance the Fenrisian Wolves. Let's do that. That's a 4.
Oh, it tried to reject it. It was on the edge.
So that's a 10-inch move. Oh, plus 4, 14. And what I really want to do is move block the Greater Demons. So 14 inches, and the Fenrisian Wolves can advance and charge, but
Please advance and charge into me.
that's never happened. They are far too soft for that.
Oh,
That's right. I said that.
what did he say? Look at you move
Think
blocking
that's
with
okay?
your 0 OC doggies.
0 OC, but they do the work.
And they can go through walls, which is dumb.
Beasts. They're beasts.
I hate that.
Let's
We were
advance
just
the
talking about the swarm thing.
Thunderwolves. Ooh, that's a 6 plus 1 because of the Wolf Lord is a 17-inch move from the Thunderwolves.
By all means, just run up here.
Which really, I don't want to do that. I know this this lady can move right here and hit me, so I'm just gonna position them pretty much.
So we are doing the tactical Wednesday thing, right? But this is my warning to you, and I give it to every time I play anybody. I am going second. I will up down in your face turn 1. I can drop pod turn 1 because I'm going second. So keep that in mind. That's your warning. That's your warning.
You got it. I'm just gonna put them this way. Ooh, not too close, but just on that point here. The big old 17-inch move. I got plenty of move here. They're just gonna wrap. Bjorn moves 8. Just
Got our friend Barnyard Jack, of course, of Barnyard Wargaming here in chat. Another prolific Demons player. You misspelled suspicious, Barnyard. You wrote auspicious. You meant suspicious.
Yeah.
Hobgob Rob.
I don't even know what auspicious really means anymore. So
I don't know the meaning of the word.
but I like where it's going. And I like that Jack is here, period.
Yeah, great to see you. Great to see you guys. We got a bunch of Demon players in here tonight, man.
Hey, where are the Space Wolves at?
You guys excited for those new
The
detachments?
same people that like demons also like Space Wolves. They just like demons better. So
Of course. Definitely shout out what you guys think you'd want to see with some of these demon detachments here in chat.
you can go back through the VODs. Every time it's brought up, I've always been like, I want mono-faction detachments, and I want those benefits, I want those relics.
That was an 8-inch move, no pivot, and I rolled a 1, so it's 13 inches. So I need 5 more. Right?
So I am happy to see the mono-faction stuff come out. Kind of weird that the rumor mill about the soul grinders going out, but we talked about it earlier too, that demons really aren't here to be shooting. We're here to be McStabbing, so we do it.
Big thank you to Treachery, gifting 5 Hobby Goblins memberships. Thank you so much for that, my friend. And yeah, game's still on, so if you're available, still make sure you have time on Friday night. We'll roll some dice one way or another. That's a fun landmine, and one that's probably going to hit at some point, so let me write that down.
Is it talking about Slanesh pleasures?
I'm not going to tell you what it's talking about until you step on it.
Did he step on it? Sorry, what was that, Sai? Eric, what was that? Oh man, is it being mean to Eric? I can't wait.
Is it being mean to Eric? Dude, being mean to Eric would make a Michael Bay sort of landmine around here. It would just keep going off over
It would be
and
the
over
it would be
and
the Kung
over.
Fu Panda, the skadoosh.
Yeah, he even said that was a close call already.
Yeah. Hey, Treachery, if you see something that we don't at any point, of course, make sure you throw out that landmine emoji, and we'll hit them.
You can't hit me harder than I hit myself.
I think that's all my moves.
That's it?
Almost. Right there again.
I'm too scared to do anything.
We're going to let Treachery be
that's
the
it.
judge. It's going to go off. We know it's going to go off.
I'm going to do Containment over here with Assault Intercessors, and then one with Bjorn over there to get the 6 points. Turning and bring it down at the end of my turn, because I'm not advancing and charging this turn. I'm just setting up, like I said. And yeah, I'm going to turn and bring it down, because even if you do bring the monsters my way, I don't want to have to rely on that to... Also, you could just deny me that. You could just
100%.
throw the Fiends and Keepers or Seekers at me, and I don't have anything to hit. So going up to 3 CP at the end of my turn, and that's all I got.
You got 6 on containment?
I got 6 on Containment, yes sir. Uppy Downy?
Let me take a peek at the table. What you got going on? Yeah.
This is all open here.
Oh, it's all open. So we got the 12-inch here. Really don't want anything on that side of the table. Might make you play the other side. At this point, realistically, what do we have on this side? So we got Ulrich's units, we got Ragnar and Bladeguard?
Blade Guard, yeah.
Bladeguard. I'm actually not that afraid of Bladeguard overall. Ragnar himself is a pain, but not the Blade Guard. As far as like my greater demons and stuff go, right?
Right.
Obviously my small stuff you'll just mow through, but that's kind of their job. So
That's why I started with the lethal hits, so I can get that lance.
yeah, 100%. You know, I will go ahead and spend it anyway
Coward.
because
I don't know. I don't know why.
I'm gonna be bold. Don't you worry. There's nothing for you to worry about here. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up Shalaxi.
Chillaxy, bro.
Oh,
Netflix and chillax. What's going on? Orcus Maximus back in chat with us. Great to see you again. New member of ours, thanks to that Treachery gifted membership. B. Wilson up in here with us as well. An old friend of mine. Great to see you in here, B.
and he loves demons.
We have KR Quintero. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, my friend. Happy holidays to everyone, except Eric.
Except Eric. We'll go ahead and pull these fiends over here too.
And it's up to 2 units?
Yes, cool. As long as they're in the Shadow Chaos, or it's 1 if not, but deployment zone, so it's benefit. So basically, I wouldn't have been able to do it to these guys. Okay, so that is the bottom of your turn, or the bottom of round 1, so it's top of my turn. So I'm going to go back up to 1 CP. No battle shocks to worry about. So I shuffled, but you did not cut, so I'll let you do that. Now I'm going to pull Assassinate and bring it down.
No!
It's behind enemy lines.
He can. I think it's optional.
I can redraw it,
Which he just pulled units into reserve, so he has that option back here.
and it's not a terrible option overall. So, especially because of where everything is over here. So we're going to hold on to it because that I can either get 1 or 2, and it's 1 point there. It's 3 or 4 points. Like even just putting 1 unit back there is significant. And then I got Defend Stronghold, which this one is a must redraw. So I'll shuffle this here in a second. Recover assets. This is the right? So this is going to pair well with behind enemy lines. So this is actually a good draw for me. Means I'm not going to be able to do as much aggression as I thought I would want to, but it does put me in a really good place to basically force you to either stay passive or pull the trigger on something and allow me to counter.
So Coward stands.
I'm scoring points, so really,
I'm not going for points. I'm just going to table. We'll see
That's
how
how
that
people
works
lose.
out for me.
that's the orc player in you, and we know how that goes. So, all right, cool. So knowing that, let's get into the movement phase. Let's steal this because I don't know where the other one went. Oh, I left it over there.
I have a ton over here. We'll leave one in the center. I got one. We got gubbins too if you need.
Ooh, he
With
said
move
the
7.
G word. Love that. All right. I could advance. If I put him here, let me check some ranges real quick. Ooh. Definitely outside of 6. So that doesn't do me any good. 'Cause otherwise, the Plague Flail would be good to get into play here. The charge is a little tricky because of his base size. It's the largest base in 40k. That's not Titanic, so kind of a pain. But with a skirt like that, you kind of have to have it. So I'm going to chew on that for a second. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and advance the Nurglings here. 3.
We have a chat discussing a recent Demons game. I guess he had to put Bellicor in a list. So there's a little bit of trash talk going on about that. You guys, if you are interested in that, go check out Barnyard Wargaming right here on YouTube. Another fantastic streamer, our Australian cousin, in our, we call it our Down Unders, I think is. All right, moving along. Definitely go check him out on YouTube. Great content. Great to see you in chat.
Yeah, I'm going to have to advance the go. Looking for a 3 here. That'll put me on the objective. No.
Spend that CP.
No. I'm just going to go ahead and advance him to here, though. Put him a little bit short, but that's fine. We advanced here, so we've got some protection. The Demonettes would be nice to throw in there, but I can't guarantee now without him getting the flail. Can't guarantee that I'm going to pop that Rhino in the shooting phase.
Did I mention Barnyard Wargaming on YouTube right here? You can check out Demons content. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy? We've got... Well, I started sending him lists in the Discord about all the crazy ideas that I want to be running. And one of them is the
Don't
Demon...
say the name. You have some
Demon Prince
fishy
list.
names.
Wait, did he say it?
Did he? No, so this is the... there's like 6 Demon Princes, because it's 3 on wing, 3 on foot, and it's just a bunch of crazy stuff.
He says I should bully you about playing Shalaxi. Is there something about playing Shalaxi that earns our merits of bullying?
It's a cop-out. You know, it's kind of... It's one of those things where it's like the strongest character in the... It's a crutch, I would say. Like, legitimately, it is. But when you've got access to a demon that went down in points and does everything that Shalaxi does, it provides a threat saturation, free precision, rerolling hits, wounds, and damage. Like, it's a crutch that I'm okay with taking in a competitive list, 100%.
How about Bellicor?
Trash.
We can't have a demon game without talking about
How bad he is?
Bellicor, right?
He's great if you're playing against Tau. And then you
Does he have like extra damage against towering or something?
No, it's just the basically a low knob and a bubble around him.
Oh, I see.
But then he goes to smack something and does like 3 damage. Like, oh, you're the Prince of
I've
Darkness?
experienced that myself.
There's no Prince of Darkness here. Okay, so...
He's like actually the Undertaker. It's like not even a 40k.
I'm going to abandon this side of the table.
Can they do that?
They're beasts.
They can't move through the wall, right?
They're
Oh,
beasts.
they're beasts.
Yeah, these
What
are
a
beasts.
beast. That's a huge base for a beast.
Thank you.
Cool.
I'm going to stay off this objective because it does me no good if you pull Rolling Force or Storm Hostile, because I can't hold it. This is not an anchor unit.
How many wounds do they have?
These, they're 2. They're like Vikers. Those are 4 a pop. It's kind of a weird spot to be because I want to put pressure on this Rhino and Ulrich's unit. It's not going to happen in the shooting phase because I couldn't get him in. That 2 damage is really important. And Rhinos are T9 base.
T9.
Okay, so it's going to be T8 with him. So let's go 14 goes here.
He lowers toughness.
Yeah, he can pick a unit. It makes it -1 toughness.
Within.
It's like 12 inches or something like that. Yeah, so we can put some pressure here. Created a screen for myself, so you're going to eat through the Seekers. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and then I will be doing an action here with the Demonettes. Sorry, I need to put these guys all the way in here. Fine. Because recover assets is done at the bottom of the next turn. So
Yeah, I
you
can
can
stop it,
advance with
potentially.
the. You have advance in charge with the Stormwolves? Or no, the Thunderwolf?
For 1 CP, I can because I have a Wolf Lord in that unit, so I could. It would normally cost me 2 CP because I have to put them in the Saga during my command phase and then spend another CP in the charge phase, but I would just make that one free.
Okay. So I'm going to move these Demonettes up here. They're going to do my No Man's Land for recover assets. I'm going to have this Fiend unit do it for my home. And then when I'm going to drop something back there will be that one that also give me behind enemy lines. So now I need to figure out how I want to apply Shalaxi, because that is your strong side of the table for now. And I've got the screens built up to keep you out of my hair. Remind me, are there any reaction moves that you have
No.
overall?
No.
I couldn't remember if Russ had any built in.
The only like shenanigan movement things I have is the 6-inch consolidate optional.
Okay. Let me squeeze past you. As far as shooting goes, it's just those guys, and then we got those. So we're just going to go ahead and take this angle, because this is just a deep strike, not a strike reserve. And that'll be that. So literally the other action.
This is strat reserve?
No, those are deep strike.
Okay, okay.
Because that was the uppy downy.
Gotcha.
So I can do that turn one.
Because every demon has demon strike or deep strike?
Yes. Gotcha. Materializing from the warp, if you will. So I think that'll about do it. You don't get to strat or rapid ingress or anything in turn one. So I think we're just going to put a little bit of pressure on this side of the table. We're going to get our points. Getting recover assets and behind enemy lines now is actually a boon for me, because that kind of allows me to build my triangle and just force you to meet me on multiple sides. So if you overcommit anywhere, I can just rotate with you. That's the one thing that Slaanesh does very well, is rotate. Cool, so let's get into the shooting phase. So we've declared this, so we'll put those to the side for now. I will start. I think honestly, I'm going to start attacking the jump pack intercessors. I can't reliably crack the Rhino at this point, which is one of the weaknesses of demons. If you don't bring a chicken, you're not going to be able to pop vehicles. But I do have a 4 chicken list that I will be playing at some point in the future, and that will be murder on all vehicles. It's been great.
What's the name?
Don't say it.
It's actually a reference to Toy Story. It's Joe's Chicken Shack.
Which Toy Story?
2? Where like he meets Jesse and
Prospector.
Stinky Pete. Yeah, Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like he gets abducted by the dude in the chicken suit. You come down to Joe's Chicken Shack.
Yes,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Anyway, it's one of my PG ones. So we're gonna go ahead and start shooting this way. All I've got is the Keeper of Secrets and the Shalaxi. Neither advanced.
They're like 18-inch shots.
Yeah.
What's the strength and AP?
So the Keeper is going to be strength 6 minus 2 with dev wounds. And then the Shalaxi is going to be strength 9 and strength 6 respectively.
All 2 damage?
D3 on the Pavane, 1 damage for the Seeker, and then 2 damage on.
I'll do it. I'll spend 1 CP going down to 2 for Armor of Contempt.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're going to start with Shalaxi because she's got a weird angle. Because no matter what you pull, the Keeper will see whatever's left. But if you pull weird, I might not actually have it. I don't know. So we're just going to start here.
You mean range-wise? Because you definitely have it line
Oh
of
no,
sight-wise.
definitely. Yeah, we should be good there.
Yeah, you're good both ways.
Uh,
If you wanted to pick the other one first.
So we're going to start with Shalaxi here. All right, so we're going to start with the Lash. So this is hitting on 2s. No modifiers, no nothing. And then this is strength 6.
3s.
3s. So you got 2 at -1, 2 damage.
And that's -1 regularly?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
with
going
armor
to give you
consent?
my flat, and you just
All
modify
right,
it.
so I just need 3, so that's 1 goes through. 1 damage?
Yep. No, 2 damage.
That's
One
2
dead.
damage.
One dead dude, bro. And then the Pavane Slanesh is D6 for 5. This will be hitting on 2s, sustained hits 3
Ooh.
with dead wounds.
Is that the hazardous one?
Yes. Always go hazardous. And this will be strength 9, so this is on 2s, looking for dev wounds. All right, so you got 2 at -2, and then a D3 dev wound.
So I need 4s here. 1 goes through, and this is D3 damage.
Yes, so the first one, and that kills. And then hazardous check, we're good. All right. Keeper. All right, so your Keeper's got 9 shots here out of Phantasmagoria. Hitting on 2s with dev wounds, this is strength 6 -2, 1 damage. Okay. So hitting on 2s, no rerolls. Those are later. And then on 3s, looking for 6s. Cool. So we have 1 dev wound for sure, and then 6 at -2, 1 damage.
Need 4s. Ooh, 1 damage, kill,
Oh my goodness.
kill,
And a wound.
and a wound. So 1's on 1.
Every time I play this game, I give 1 guy on 1 wound. That's okay. I have alleviated the threat to those fiends pretty significantly.
Definitely.
And now you're in battle shock territory too, which is not good for you. You're not in the shadows yet, but if he survives till next turn or whatever, like that's things are gonna get weird.
Charge time?
Yeah, we're gonna charge, and I'm actually going to charge the Keeper in first. And the Keeper has the least likely chance of killing the Rhino, even though it is T8. Keeper's not good at killing vehicles. However, if I get on there, I'm going to take it away from you, so you're not getting your 15. And then, because this is why I wanted him to advance on there. But try and do that. If, for whatever reason, I fail that charge, Shalaxi will go in on the 6-inch charge. We'll commit, but we don't want to overcommit. So we'll start there. I use, what, like a 7? Maybe an 8? 8. If I want to get to the objective, because I want to try and get to the objective specifically, so we're going to take the 8.
Yeah, looks like it would be 8.
All right. That is a 7. That's all right, so we'll go with Shalaxi here. We'll take the 6. We'll take the 6.
Comment in chat, I want to root for Rob, but I see a murder fang.
Yeah, we'll see what he gets up to. I'm going to try and find a home for him in the graveyard before too long. So that'll be that. I think I don't want to commit the Seekers because they're doing a really good job screening here, so you're not going to jump in with your Blade Guard on my Greater Demons. You're going to have to eat through those guys first.
Yeah, Blade Guard are here, just in
Yeah.
case.
So the whole idea is that you either go the long way or you go through, and by the time you get through, like, that's a majority of your momentum. And then I can jump back in and pick Ragnar out or whatever, because precision's real cheap these days. So I'm just going to leave it there. I've got the scoring that I really need. That is either a 10 or a 9. Here's a problem, though. So that's a 10. Now, do I do the dogs? Because I can't out-OC you because of the Thunderwolf is over there.
Yeah, they're
And I'm not
2
going to
each.
commit my fiends to that. I'm going to make you leave that side of the table so that I can adjust over there. So I'm going to try and take the 10-inch charge here just for fun.
Funsies.
Just to see what sticks. Nope, cool. All right, so do you have anything you want to do?
No.
All right.
Heroic Intervention, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, just in case, I don't know.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
Cool, so we're going to go here. We're just going to limit where you can place your models, if you will.
What's your OC, like 5?
5.
Yeah, I don't have enough to take that. Unless I'd have to, unless
Yeah,
I
you wouldn't
desperate
even be able to
escape.
get all 5 here, and you definitely can't go there. So, all right, so we're going to kill this Rhino, big dead. Maybe I'll whiff and then make everybody happy. It would make me happy, to be honest. All right, so we're going to start with Soul Piercer, hitting on 2.
What's the AP?
3.
No, I'm not going to.
4. Because I'm going to get extra AP from All right, sitting on 2s, rerolling. Okay, and then this will be when you on 3s, rerolling. Okay, it's just going to cut, so you die. Minimum damage.
Does not explode. Let's see. Wolfguard coming out.
Wolfguard, roll out.
So, is it worth
See, it would be
doing-
so cool right now because they come out battle shocked if that counted for my ability. I would love that. Because you didn't fail the test, which is the problem. You just are battle shocked.
Five, 10, 11. I lose one
one dude, bro?
Wolfguard.
It's not bad. Value. Okay.
I think the caginess. Hopefully it'll pay off here.
Yeah, I mean, it is a solid threat. I've got options here as far as heroic interventions, auras, -1 attack, -1 to hit, depending on where you go. Like, I've got -1 to hit on both sides because of the Nurglings in them. Like, I've got ways to protect Shalaxi. It's just more of a, does it stick,
Right.
right? And then obviously you have a strong side of the table, but I'm not going to go over there. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 3 points for behind enemy lines, and then recover assets is rolling right now.
It's a 3-point behind the line.
Yep, for 1 unit.
Well, it was a close pick for the champion tonight with a 52% approval rating. Hobgob Rob selected to win. Don't get too proud if you lose.
All the weeds
That's
in
floor
chat.
dice for you.
I'm
What?
going up to 3 CP.
Why you got to call them out like that? Don't talk my people.
I know you're fans.
What's your primary looking at?
At 10. I'm holding
So you've
2.
got those 2 objectives.
That is correct. I'm going up to 3 CP. And then let's see my secondaries. I got Secure No Man's Land and No Prisoners. Let's see if we can score some stuff here. Oh,
Depending on what you commit to, you should be able to get no prisoners on at least one, realistically. Maybe
do you mind
2.
if I do this? I forgot that Ulrich gives me an extra move or an extra benefit to Battle Shock. He makes
What?
leadership 5 in an aura.
What does that mean with him leaving? Oh, for him.
Yeah. Just instead
Oh,
of
'cause it's the
him being
model,
in
not the
front,
unit?
yeah, it's the model. So just to have him within, it was.
Yeah, Dan, you could go ahead and cheat. It's fine.
I'll not take it.
No, it's fine.
No, no.
You can do it. It's my gift to you. It's my
the
gift to
competitive
you.
match. There, and I pass it anyways with a 6.
Do you?
Do you have like a minus?
I mean, you're outside of 6. You should be fine.
Okay, we're
If you
good.
were inside of 6, it would be
It was
-1.
it was close. It was close. All right, so in the command phase, I'm gonna spend a CP to give Murderfang sustained hits. I'm gonna see if I could get him out there.
Where? He's so far away.
I could advance and charge him now.
You're going to roll a 1.
That is very possible. That is so possible.
I must speak it into existence to make myself feel better. Yo, if you get Murderfang into Shalaxi in this turn, I am going to be so thrilled. I'm going to kill him, but I'm going to be so thrilled.
And let's do.
All right, gentlemen, we are starting a poll right now. We're going to let that poll bake, but before we get it going, I need a guess from both of you as to who you think is going to win. Now, that poll is who is the favorite Chaos faction. Khorne, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, or Nurgle. All right? Dan, what is your pick? What do you think the chat is going to select?
Oh, I'm supposed to guess what chat would like more?
Yep.
I'm gonna guess.
Who chat's favorite god is?
I'm gonna guess Nurgle.
Yeah?
I feel like Nurgle's a fan favorite.
I feel like Nurglings are just so damn cute, it's hard to
Yeah, I feel
beat
like
'em.
people will vote for that, even though they might really like Khorne models. You know, just to throw the vote.
If you've never read the lore and like the codex of the Beasts of Nurgle, of what they are, what they represent, and what they turn into, you're missing out. That is one of my favorite pieces of 40k literature.
Oh, I can't add more on.
The Beasts of Nurgle are larvae for what becomes the drones, but he does have a flamer, so don't do anything too crazy.
12 inches.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, I thought that's your second thing.
I'm competitive, but I'm also not a total D-bag. So I will tell you if there's a flamer, and then if you just have to take it, you take it.
Appreciate it.
But
Let's just get Murderfang out there.
Beast and Nurgle, their whole thing is they're so happy to exist And like that's why their models are always smiling and they're like bounding at you. They're like puppies, is the way they're described. And I think that is hilarious. And then they kill you.
So are you with Dan?
No, I think Khorne is generally the crowd favorite. You got World Eaters, you got just the Khorne demons in general. I think when you look at it, Nurgle is great, but no one's like, man, Death Guard on my jam. Except very few of us.
Fair, fair.
But like everyone loves World Eaters, everyone loves Karn, his story, daddy issues, like
The nails are biting.
do you hear the voices too? Like yeah, it's all there. I think realistically Khorne is the majority favorite.
Okay, well,
Advancing
if your favorite comes up, you are exempt. But if your favorite does not come up, it's 5 floor dice, just to make it spicy.
CP, you said in the command phase?
I got
Nope. Oh, yes, I'm down to 2.
I am at 3.
Got 2.
I've spent 1 and this is the 3rd command phase. Right? Yeah.
Check the discount for me.
What you thinking, Dan? I see that those jaw muscles moving.
That's not for Colombian reasons. Wonder who will get that one. Let's just move the Thunderwolves. I don't want to move them too
I just want to
crazy.
know that someone in chat knows who Ulrich von Liechtenstein is. That's not Eric. I need someone other than Eric to support me.
Right.
First person to speak up picks a landmine. If you can identify this character, you get to pick a landmine to put into play.
For the Space Wolves, yes.
I didn't agree to that.
I didn't agree for it to be a landmine, but here we are.
Back.
I know. No, go away, iOS update.
It's not ideal, but I think I am going to have to just try to go for these guys.
You're whispering a lot of things over there, and I'm concerned.
We're working with our real human AI over here to learn the language of speaking to people with the salutations. Otherwise, it would be all, hello, fellow human, I too have skin.
Overriding that now, too.
Actum.
You have 2 CP?
Yes. Fiends have their 5 attacks each, hitting on 3, strength 5 minus 2, 2 damage death wounds.
All right, we've got answers to it already, Rob. We've got, looks like the guys without the badges are showing up the Gob Squad in trivia right now. We've got 2 people coming in, photo finish, if you will. So I'm going to give it to both of them. Both United Wargamer, who we've talked about, he's working on that scoring app. It's going to be incredible. And then Undead Jeebus. Undead Jeebus says the son of a Thatcher.
Yes.
Right? And then, of course, United Wargamer mentions Knight's Tale directly. So, guys, give us a trigger for a floor dice for a landmine. That'll be good for 5.
No, I love that the son of a Thatcher. Like, it's one thing to know the movie. It's one thing to quote a quote inside the movie.
Yeah, like riff on a riff, right?
Yeah, just really riffing them.
Can't exactly move them, so. All right, that's all my movements. Do you have anything funky you need to do?
First off, back off the homies. All
I
right.
brought the one intercessor back here, dropped in one of my assault intercessor units here just outside of 9. Advanced Murder Fang up here, getting him ready for an advance and charge. Thunderwolves are just moving up the board. Fenrising Wolves advance just to get a decent surrounding on the...
I hope I pull no prisoners and my horse crabs just eat that down.
I believe that. They're just to move block. I don't want you to get through the wall there for any reason. Bjorn is stepping out here. Actually, let me advance him. Get a little bit more distance just to get him right there.
I'm supposed to tell you this is Bob, and you'll understand.
Ba, 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 ring.
Stop. That is going to be stuck in my head all night now.
That's Undead Jeebus shouting out. So I don't know if that's somebody that you know.
Oh, Bob! Nice. Yeah. No, he's
Help
the
me, Jeebus.
coach for the ATC guys, the
Oh,
Southern
fantastic.
Hostilities.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob.
What's up, Bob?
I remember that Simpsons episode. Actually, I don't. I just remember Homer getting carried away or flying away or something, and he's going, "Help me, Jeebus."
So as much as I would like to walk Celestian right now, because I could do it 5 inches or 6 inches off, because I could go into my deployment zone and just throw them at your Thunderwolves and just dev wound you. I'm going to save it here. 'Cause you're going to try and sack those guys or my keeper or Shalaxi, and I'm going to force you to have to choose one to activate with. I'm going to keep the interrupt going. So.
Okay. All right, let's see some charges then. Yeah,
Shooting?
I'll just shoot this because I don't have much shooting really.
Yeah, I mean, you've got what?
And I'm saving my CP.
The flamers or titty bolters, and then
He
stubber?
advanced, so he can't shoot that. I
Oh,
guess with
right,
the
yeah.
advance and charge, I could because I do have to spend that in the shooting phase. So I'm going to spend that now. But I'm not. I don't want to
Is it
shoot these
advanced shoot
things.
and charge, or is it just?
It's advance, shoot, and charge.
Cool.
It's normally just advance and shoot or fall back and shoot.
But because of,
But because I spent the saga or spent the CP to give him the saga, now it's
Yeah, the
advance,
extra
shoot,
one.
and charge.
Yeah.
Also with the fallback. Yes, I'm down to 1. I'm gonna just shoot his stuff at the big lady here. Here's the heavy flamer. 6 shots, just strength 5, so no big deal.
you're
Need a
literally
5, right?
busting out T5. Sorry, T10. So you need sixes.
6s. Oh, there's 3.
Force.
Just 1 damage.
All right, and then
Love that.
5 up for the bucklers.
Hate that.
Takes 2. Down to 16.
What's her feel no pain? 4?
5 up.
Did you roll a 5?
I rolled 1.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I did roll a 4, but no. So 18 wounds base, 20 wounds base.
I'll go ahead and shoot them into her.
If you do any more than 1 wound with a bolt pistol, I'm going to fight you in the 5 phase.
Get ready. They just have bolt pistols. Actually, no. I gave them storm shields. They have no weapons. Let's do
Yeah.
his storm
I
bolter
can see where
actually.
the storm shields are. It's crazy.
Did I say yeah? Storm bolters. I forgot into her. Need 3s and need 6s. Just 1 more. AP doesn't matter. 1 damage.
Okay, take some more.
Cool.
You wait until we get into the 5 phase and you don't do anything.
Let's do just 3 shots here into these because 2 of them can't see. 1 hit or 2
This is,
hits.
bolters
Over
okay?
here. What's the toughness? 5.
5.
So just 1. AP 1.
5 up. I saw
1
it.
damage.
Okay, down to 3.
And then 1 here. Nothing. And let's go for charges now.
All right, we do have a question in chat in regards to how those landmines work. We got some new faces in here. So here is the skinny. We've got a game we call Floor Dice. Whoever collects the most floor dice has to embarrass themselves reading the credits at the end of the show. You guys are going to help us with that. Well, they get those floor dice by dropping dice, honestly, but they can also get those floor dice by triggering a landmine. So let's say you're able to put a landmine on the field. It could be something like first to charge or the first to use a CP. When that happens, that player then gets floor dice added to their tally, making their ultimate embarrassment that much closer. So definitely get some triggers out there for us for these 2 floor dice that are floating.
Joke's on you. I love tap dancing.
I'm going to go ahead and spend or use Logan's once per game ability.
Can you do that if he's not on the table?
Yep. I can use abilities and strats.
You
while
can
he's
use
not
strats on
the
units that aren't on the table. I don't know if you can use abilities.
It says abilities.
Okay, does it say he has to be on the table? Okay.
I could read it.
I don't
This
know.
is a
I haven't
common,
played in 2.5 months.
common
You tell me.
Logan. There's a common Logan strat. Once per battle in your charge phase, this model can use this ability. If it does, until the end of the turn, you can reroll charge rolls made for the Adept Astartes unit in your army, and until the end of the turn, each time an Adept Astartes model from your army makes a melee attack, you can reroll the hit roll. So, army-wide reroll hits. So oaths don't matter in the fight phase, but it's once per game. And if anyone wants to fact check me on if I can use it in
Hoping
reserves,
to do it after it's done, so it's too late.
that's what I'm hoping for. Let's go with the mini charge
I'll take
here.
that asterisk. I ain't scared of you. Whoa!
I'm glad I got that out of the way. I'm within 3.
Yeah, it's a strong start, Dan.
All right. Oh, that's not an engagement because I rolled a 2 there. Let's get rid of those dice. Let's get the impulsor in there.
And we did check the rules that Logan doesn't need to be on the table.
We didn't.
It doesn't
We're
say
leaving
that
that up
in
to
the wording.
the boys.
Okay. Chad is saying they believe he does.
I think he does.
Oh boy.
I know
Okay.
you can use strats on a unit in your army.
Hold on. Hold on.
Can we make them
Now
do
I
it?
gotta find it.
You can use strats on units that are in reserve. Case in point being
In that same rule, it
insane
says
bravery.
strats and abilities.
Right. Insane bravery
units
does
are-
allow you to use it on a model that is in reserves.
I think the wording you're looking for is I can use an ability on something that's not on the table, not an ability that is off the table. That might be the
Okay.
wording.
If he needs to be on, I'll just deep strike.
Yeah, you can put him wherever you want.
Someone's saying,
All right. We do have your coach, Bob. What's up, Bob? Saying that Dan is actually correct.
Okay.
So we're going to give Dan the benefit of the doubt tonight. He's playing his
One guy outweighed the
primary
chat. Who's Bob?
Bob's the guy.
Burgers?
Hey,
Bob is your friend right now. I would
yeah,
try
you
easy.
respect the Bob.
No, that's why I love the authority of the word.
I love
Bob.
Bob's.
And his burgers.
Let's get the impulsor in there. That's another.
Yeah! We're rolling them tonight, boys.
And you know what? I re-roll it with Logan's
Oh,
ability.
no, you-
There it is.
Spectrum to spectrum.
All right, Murder Fang, get in there.
What, did you already measure that one out?
Nope, but I'm gonna
I'm
need
gonna
to
re-roll it because that's not a 5.
Oh,
Floor
that's
dice.
a floor dice.
He tried to hit me. He tried to hit me.
Nope,
It's not that.
All right,
Yeah!
so he's stuck there. No big deal. Let's do Ulrich's
Good thing I
unit
can't
here.
shoot him off the table. Do me a favor and roll another double one.
And let's go ahead and charge them too. Actually, no, I'm not. Just that.
You are inside of 3. Whew, I saw that one.
All right, so let's do this. I need to make sure I'm outside of 6, which I don't know if I can do that.
Because you rolled what you did, you're not going to be able to. Because it's also this unit.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. What did I roll, a 7? 7, this furthest guy is going to move block right here in base.
You're going to run into trouble over here.
Oh, I'm not worried about this side too much.
I mean, -1. Because the nerd wings are going to affect you at 6 inches. So no matter what, you're taking that -1.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Bob, again.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys have any kind of links to the other people in chat, drop those in our Discord. That way we can kind of reference those rules together.
Gotta do it. Can't avoid that one.
Do you, boo?
The rest cannot base, so they're just gonna.
Okay.
I think that's it.
I'm going to heroic here. For is it 2 CP or is it one? It's 1 CP.
1.
Yeah,
It's interrupt. That's 2.
yeah. I'm going to do that. That's 4 inches here. Take it. And this is going to be, you were already inside the aura, so that was never going to be the problem. This is to reinforce this point and just give Shalaxi the backup that she's going to need. Because if I lose Shalaxi, I want to be able to punish this unit.
All right.
And if you didn't, you were not going to get away from him anyway. You had to get in here and
Yeah,
start doing
I
something.
had to. I had to get that time. I needed to roll a double 1.
Yeah, you really did, yeah.
But or I really wanted to make Murder Fang's charge, but I'm not too worried about that. I still have my Blade Guard unit and my Thunderwolves.
Oh,
and
you've got plenty of gas lefts. You're not in any danger.
Oh, and I still have this one.
Yeah, no.
Need a 9 with rerolls. I'm looking at some bad rolls there. All right, no biggie, no
That's what I
biggie.
was banking on.
I need a mortal charge there.
What?
That's 1 mortal wound
Oh,
on the
because
charge
jump
here.
back
Just
intercessor.
one body on a 4+.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I forgot that was a jump back
Then,
intercessor.
What's going on, Squig Burger? How are you?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
So starting with the Wolf Guard, let's see if they can take this big lady down.
-1 to hit. -1 attack.
Okay, so these are gonna go down to 3. I lost one before, so I'm looking at 9 boys. They're all the same weapon, heirloom weapons. Don't get anything cool. Let me roll 3 Slaneshi dice that are going to curse me. I just know it.
They're going to roll 6s.
I know. So, I'm going to, since I didn't get Murderfang in there, I'm just going to spend my last CP here for Lance.
Sure, yeah. No,
And
that
it
makes sense.
also gives me +1 AP, but that doesn't matter here.
No, but the lance
so-
is good.
Ulrich gives them +1 a hit. You gave me -1 and -1 attack. So these are going to be hitting on 3s with full rerolls to hit and wound. With 6s are lethal.
Let me help you with 6s. Pull those up. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
That was
you
a
almost
miss.
did it again. It's not bad. It's a good thing you had that +1 though, because that would have been a lot.
kind of want to reroll some 3s. Let's do that.
Really?
Gonna regret it, but I want some
Really?
6s. I really want the.
You got 4.
I want more. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Just a
I mean,
couple
technically
more.
that paid out, yeah. Risky, but I'm for it.
All right. And then this is strength 5, toughness
10.
10. So I would have needed 6s. Now I need 5s with full rerolls.
Let me pull these out for you. That's a 4. So we got 7,
And there's 3 more.
8, 9, 10, 15, 16, so 19 total? 4, 8, 12, 16.
Yes.
Not bad, not bad. So 4s and then 5 ups. So 4s first. Not very many. I think
That's
I think
6
I
flipped. Yeah, it was.
yeah,
I think
I think I rolled one of those. So, and then 5 ups here. Cool. We mitigate some of that. All right. So I take 5, 9.
How many wins does I have left?
She's going to be at 11.
Oh, fun. Okay, so Ulrich is next. 5 attacks, down to 4.
Yes.
Hitting on 2s, even with the -1, because I get the +1. So that's
Lethal.
lethal. And strength is 6, so I'm looking at
5s.
5 stuff.
Up to 4s. Because of your lance.
Oh, right, that was the breaking point. Cool. So 4s.
All right. So 3.
3, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Block them.
Cool. That's all I got for that.
And you got your charge over there.
3 Power Fist attacks, full rerolls. Those all hit. Strength is 8. I'm guessing 3s.
Yep.
2.
5s. Nope. So 1 dies and 1 takes 2.
There are 4 wounds.
Yes.
Do you want this one or this one?
It doesn't matter to me. Because as long as my action goes off. All right, and then you got your impulsor, and then I'm going to start picking
Smashing
up the
back.
units. Yeah.
All right. Hitting on 4s.
With rerolls. Whoa.
Yeah. Full army wide rerolls. Those are lethals, and then strength 6.
That's insane. T4. So you got 5s.
3.
Ooh.
1 damage.
I did not want to lose one of my ponies to you. All right. How many OC is that thing? 3?
3. Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be kind of weird because of the
2.
2. I might be able to steal that. Well, that one's base. So at most, because this one has to go here, this one, for coherency, kind of has to stay. These 2 come up here. So I could contest it, but that does nothing for me in my turn. And I own this one flat out. So I was kind of hoping, honestly, that you would do 2 more damage so I could take a battle shock and heal. It's kind of a weird thing, but I just wanted to do it. Okay, so for me, I'm going to go ahead and start over there. Into your jump pack, bro.
Piled in, so you get both your attacks.
Cool. All right, so 5, 5. All right, this is hitting on 3s. No rerolls, no special rules. And then this will be wounding you on 3s with death wounds. He's dead. 2 damage above. Okay, so that's nice. We'll go here. Ulrich's the only character in this unit?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the Keeper because Ulrich's basically was relaxing. So we're going to go with the Keeper and try and get some wounds back.
You're starting with her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, just base the base back here. Right?
Yeah, but if she's going to overconvert So if you kill one model off after I kill Ulrich,
I see
then
what
she
you're
doesn't
saying.
get to
Yes.
fight.
Gotcha.
Tactics. All right. So
Sequencing.
Sequencing. Good.
ask me how many times I've been burned by that. All of them. And this will be winning you on 2s. No rerolls. So you got 5 at AP 3. 3 damage. Thank you.
Need 6s. Nope. 3 dead.
You got 2 more. Did you roll 5?
No, I rolled 3. I thought you.
Yeah, AP 3, 3 damage.
Oh, that's what it was.
So 5 die.
5 dead.
Okay, and then I've got her snapping claws. On 2s, everything hits. And then on 3s. 1 minus 3, 3 damage.
Need a 6.
Okay, so she will potentially get up to 5 wounds back. She only has a couple missing, but we'll set that aside for now. And now the Shalaxi will go ahead and activate. We'll go ahead and start with Soul Piercer, because this will go into Ulrich and then spell out, because it's precision. For free. For free. All right, so hitting on 2s, hitting, rerolling hits, wounds, and damage. Thankfully, because I'm rolling like dog doo-doo. I'm rolling like your charges. And then 2s, because strength 14. All right, all on your invul and AP 4. Honestly, I think it's like, I've dropped 1.
I just realized
Saved the other one.
I gave them all storm shields. They should have had 4-up invulns everywhere instead of 6s.
Well, I'll put like 3 back. It's fine.
I don't remember what I rolled. If Chat can go back and
I think you rolled a handful of 4s, so just go ahead and put like 3 back. I'm not worried about it, unless you want chat to review and then go
Well,
back.
just imagine they're there.
Yeah.
You said 5 or 6?
Yeah, all 6.
Need 4s.
On your invulns. So
That's a 3.
wait, oh, no, it's precision.
Oh, so 3
So 3 go through. All right, so what's his total wounds? Because it's d6 plus 2 rerolling damage.
That's going to
So
be
he's
plenty.
dead.
He has a 6-up fatal pain.
Okay, so the first one is 5.
He has 4 wounds. He's dead.
Okay, and then you've got 2 more.
That was the
spill
first
over.
one, so then the other 2 kill. Right?
But leave, put 3
Okay,
back
so
on there.
he dies. He dies.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right,
There
so-
was 3
right.
there.
So he dies, and then take one of your dice out.
Gotcha.
And now my snapping attacks. Everything hits. No rerolls on this. But you do have 2 AP 3 damage. So just 4-ups.
We're good.
Cool. All right. For the keeper, getting her wounds back, we'll say she killed 4 overall. She will get all of her wounds back due to the enhancement for the Soul Stealer Sword. So she's back at full. Okay. That's done. This is token attacks here. So we're going to go ahead and take the pylons. It gets me on the objective to contest, but it doesn't do anything for me.
Deny his primary. Huh?
Well, not for you.
Oh, not from, yeah.
But I also can't get there because of this guy has to go this way because of this unit existing closer than the impulsor.
Yeah, and you can end an engagement range, so you'd have
Yeah.
to move it.
That's kind of the issue. I wanted to overkill it, that unit, and then I could go that way and steal it in the 5 phase. But we're going to go ahead and take...
Does that mean this one, since you did pile in, that one has to come this way?
Maybe.
Because if it can, it must. I mean, that just
I
gets
think
more
if you-
attacks into me. It's not good for
I mean,
me.
it doesn't change a whole lot here. 'Cause I'm only going to get these... Got my-
It still
my tongue,
accomplishes
yeah.
what you do.
Okay, so same thing, but I do get 1 to go that way. All right, so we've got the tongues and claws. So we'll do the two sets of attacks into the impulsor first. So this will be the claws, hitting on 3s, dev wounds.
Wouldn't it be 3 sets? Because this guy's based.
Oh, sure, you're right.
That's the one you get.
Yes. Okay, so 1 lethal. Sorry, these are the claws. No. All right, this will be on 6s, but looking for devs anyway. So 1 dev wound. And then the lethal attacks, or the extra attacks each. This will be on 4s, looking for lethals.
And it's 1 damage?
Yes. Yeah, Seekers are not there to kill stuff usually. They get in your way and be ugly. And this will be on 6s as well, no AP, nothing. Okay, and then the 1 set of attacks into your infantry here. 1 hits. This one will have extra AP though, if it doesn't dev out. So on 4s, looking for devs. So 1 dev wound and 1 AP 2 1 damage.
4 up. Good. And 1 dev, you said?
Yes.
So 1 is on.
And then the lashing tongue into them. What do you taste like? You taste like 1 AP1.
You know what, I'll put it on this guy. 1 AP1, need a, well, still
Aha!
kills him.
Huzzah. Okay, so that's all the attacks back. And that she'll actually stay alive, which is importante. Cool.
Bad turn for me, but we'll see if I can recover. Did I kill any units? No, I didn't. But
Only because you failed
I did
2 charges.
Right. I did secure No Man's Land, just for the small one. For that, so that's going to be 2.
Yes, because you have that one.
Just,
and I contested this one.
2 points for No Man's Land, and I'm going to turn in No Prisoners for a CP, giving me 2 at the start of your turn.
Okay. My recover assets for 6 does pop at the bottom of your turn because that unit survived the Demonettes and then these fiends. So I get my full 6 there.
And you go up to 2 CP.
And I go up to 2 CP. Now at the bottom of your turn, do I want...
Yeah, chat thinks you're going to need another wolf tattoo after tonight.
Another wolf tattoo?
Yeah, you have a wolf tattoo on your arm, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do.
They're talking about the irony of that. They're saying that that's
You
how
don't
you
know your
mark your
tattoos.
wins.
Well, I thought you said another
like a
wolf tattoo. And I was
trophy
thinking
tattoo.
like 40k because I have
Right.
a 40k tattoo. So it just like threw me off. I was like, I don't have a space wolf tattoo. I have a wolf tattoo, yes. It's like the trophy, what you kill, you put on your... Yeah, it's good. That's good. Anyway, I don't think I need to actually pick anything up because everything I want to attack is on my side of the table. I could pick up the Keeper, which would be interesting. Mostly because I could use it to drop pod Celeste's unit in and buff them. And I kind of want to see what Celeste can do into Thunderwolves, if I'm being honest with you, especially because you're not on the charge. And then Celeste also has a thing where they can stand back up on a 2+, separate from the unit. So like there's a lot of threat there. But that does mean I'm gonna have to risk it for the pup. I will go ahead, you know what, I'll go ahead and, you don't own this, I'm not gonna Battle Shock. I own this objective, we're good. I'm gonna spend that, I'm gonna go to 1 CP at the top of my turn, because I'm spending the one that I had in yours. I'm gonna pick up Shellaxing, the Keeper. And leave everybody else. Don't need to pick anybody else up for whatever happens, because I've got tons of stuff in reserve right now. That's going to be coming in. This is the next turn. Cool, so going to the top of the next turn, I'm going to get 10 on primary. Battle Shocks, none. Over half. You killed 1, so they're over half. Sweet. So as far as my secondaries go, engage on all fronts. I'm going to get Mini, and then secure No Man's Land. Cool, that's where I want to be anyway. Yeah, so I'm planning on 2 for engage, and then 5 secure. Anything that's mobility related generally is really good for demons. This mobility, lethality is a little sus sometimes, but we're fine.
Slaaneshi can rotate around the table, so you're not really
Yeah,
bogged
this
down in one
is
corner.
kind of why I went with this list first, is like my comeback list, because Slaanesh, like pure Slaanesh lists struggle, but they have such good toolbox assets. And I really think people sleep on it, because everyone's like, I want Khorne units to damage. But if they can't keep up to you, then, there's that.
Those are top tier thinkers right there.
Well, boys, chat has spoken. And in this chat, the favorite demon is Slaanesh.
Really?
Bunch of degenerates.
Now, we didn't give them the specifics on, is your favorite going to be based off of the lore, or based off of the tabletop experience, or based off of the aesthetic. But that's where they came back.
I mean, it is interesting. I don't understand it, but I think it is interesting.
Guess who got voted the least?
Zinch?
Yep.
Yeah,
Zinch,
that-
I feel like that's the least popular.
That's the way
faction.
Zinch likes it. Just behind the scenes, man. Just,
And funny enough, it's the one I want to paint. Of all the demon armies, it's the one I think could have the
And speaking of Zinch,
most fun with color.
Barnyard Jack has got some really nice painted Zinch demons.
Oh, yeah. Well, Adela, his partner, commissioned painter as well. She does beautiful work. Check her out on Barnyard Wargaming.
I could have sworn he was painting them. I didn't know. I didn't know he had a painter.
So
Do it.
let the hate flow through you. So I'm going to go ahead and take my movement over here. I'm going to move around these dogs. I need to plan for... I'm not going to shoot you because you have that move, which honestly wouldn't bother me all that much. Do you have a... Can you pass me a 6, please? Thank you. So... I'm coming in my deployment zone. Even if that's not 9, I'm in my deployment zone, so I can do that. And then outside of 6, inside of 6. Right, so I can go there. Celeste unit can go here. So what does that mean for me? These fiends can go... That's tough. I don't really want to let Ragnar's unit loose for free.
And you can be that close even with the Fenrising wolves there?
Oh, yeah, there's no reason. I still got to be outside of 6, sorry. So she's going to end up back this way. I was looking at moving around them. I just wasn't really paying attention to where they were. But yeah, as long as I'm in an opponent zone, I can be within 9 outside of 6.
Just outside of 6. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm still going to get that pocket here. I'll get the supports. I can charge there. These guys need to go find... I actually just might shoot the dogs. And open up the impulsor for these guys to wrap around. Because they have a lot of good utility. They died a murder thing though. But I think that's just where we are. A lot of options here. I think I need to go for some threat saturation to get you to split up, because that's where I'm going to be strongest. I'm not a castle style list. Okay. So technically not there yet. We are going to go ahead and this unit is neutered fairly well. Let's go ahead and do you have anything that changes my fallbacks or chases me or anything crazy?
No.
Okay.
We're not cool 8-bound.
You know, I'm just going to ask all the questions because
No, that's good. And I would let you know, of course.
all right. So we're going to go ahead and bring the Guo here. He's going to replace.
All right, I'm going to do my 6-inch move. No, I'm kidding.
You fool!
Fell into my trap.
Yugi bye. Okay.
Stop streaming.
There's a lot of not passive threats going on in the background that you guys can't hear that I can, and I'm here for it.
You know, as producers, we got to have our own fun over here.
So I've got a lot of units actually kind of stagnant right now, which is a little strange because I've got so much in your face that I can't make room. So I've got 2 units of Demonettes and Fiends back here that I can't really apply anywhere. They're going to be great for countercharging. I just kind of wait that one out. So I got stuff there. We're going to solve this problem. We're going to solve this problem. I cannot fall back and charge. All right, cool.
Pity. Pity.
Pity. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to the deep striking. And I know you've got a unit of jump packs, but that's fine, honestly. They're
And
not
Logan.
the biggest threat. Logan's done his job, so now he's just going to go defend something.
That's true.
So she's going to drop there. We already measured that out. I'm going to go ahead and grab Celeste's unit. And as far as, how much CPU do you have right now?
2.
So, what strats do you have?
In terms of what?
Fight phase strats.
Go for the throat. For the +1 AP, I think. That's... I can runic wards for defensive against mortals. Armor of Contempt. I think that's it.
Okay.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
Yeah, that's it.
So the big thing here is got a 6-inch charge +1 for the Demonettes. So that's a 5-inch charge. My thoughts are is I brought the Sloppy Bottle Piper to force Battle Shocks, right?
And that's still outside of 6 of the Fenrising Wolves?
Maybe not with that model. I measured that rock, so let's go ahead and just pop these over here anyway, because the keeper is supposed
You
to be
still
this.
got the 6 there.
Yeah.
So.
We're good. Okay. Because the big thing was getting Celeste in there. You have a lot of good strats, and it's specifically the anti-mortal. However, if you do that, you don't get to interrupt, which you don't really have any good interrupt options.
I have a captain in this unit. In case you do the mortals there, I can pop it for free runic wards and still get a interrupt.
Not if I battle shock you,
That is true.
and that's what the Sloppy Bottle Piper's for. Is to, it's like the Nemesis Claw unit. I'm trying to deny you strats so I can get in and punish you without reprisal.
If you're not familiar, it's kind of like a Legionnaire. If you're not familiar, it's just kind of like a Legionnaire, just better.
There's someone that I know that's super on the fence about them, and it's kind of wild, to be honest with you. I don't know if he watched that recent battle before, but that was a thing. Someone's gonna have to let me know if he did. Did he
Which one?
watch the battle report with all the Nemesis claws?
Who, Eric?
No, whoever it is, I wouldn't point names at Eric. But
Yeah, no, he produced for it.
I don't
So
think he
he was
watched
here
it. Though.
every time Mark put the dice tally up there for why it was better.
Okay. All right, so that's that. I think we're done. I have 1 CP, and I do have charges to make. So I'm not going to do the Bile Piper here. I would like to.
I'm
I
actually going
can't.
to rapid ingress with my CP. You're done moving, right? Yeah. So I'm going to bring in these boys back here.
By all means, I will destroy them. You set up 9 inches away so I can charge you.
No. They're going to be outside of 12,
Okay.
like a couple of Chads.
Chad Bros?
Down to 1 CP.
Okay.
Yeah, you know me. And I can still interrupt for the 1 CP if it's on that unit.
Yeah, because it's
But obviously now if you
-1.
fight there,
Yeah.
I actually need to go back in time for a moment to share with you a landmine that went off that I totally missed until right now. Look at him. That's your Spider-Man impression? What's going on here? Dan, you had a character that died.
No!
That's 5 floor dice, sir. That's a landmine. Thank you again for that one.
Whose was that?
That one was from United Wargamer.
Nice.
he killed Ulrich von
Liechtenstein.
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 All right.
Okay,
what do you
cool.
got?
Shooting. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start.
He can't shoot them.
I absolutely can.
We're engaged.
Ooh.
You never fell back with them.
Yeah. Can I? No, let's go ahead and charge you. That's fine. I can shoot that though.
Yes, you can.
I'm outside of the whip range, but I can throw up on you. So D6 plus 3 for 7. It is a torrent weapon. This will be on
T9. 5s? Strength 6?
It's gonna be 5s because it's strength 5. But I'm gonna end up. It's in the shooting phase. I'm gonna make this -1 toughness. It's 12 inches. All right. So we'll go ahead and do that. So 5s. You've got 3 AP, 2, 1 damage. No cover.
No cover, looking for 5s. You said 1 damage?
Yeah. So just take 2.
Down to 8.
Okay. Sweet. We will go Celeste. We'll dump everything into this unit.
How dare you?
So Celeste has a flamer and a whip. So we're gonna start with the flamer.
Rob hates dogs, confirmed.
I'm gonna touch that now.
It's all PETA.
2d6, and I'm not doing the hazardous version because I don't need to. Actually, no, I am because I just rolled 2d6. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. 'Cause normally it would be 1d6.
You rolled to both 5 if you want to just...
It doesn't matter. I'll just take it. Because we're there, you know? We do things.
What's
ten-
this?
strength 6,
Need 3s.
3s, and death wounds. All right, so you got 5 ignoring cover, AP1, and then a mortal wound. So go ahead and take them dogs and get out of my house.
All right, chat. Let's go ahead and get some vibes cooking. Maybe something festive for our holiday season afoot. But we need 4 of them to get that poll going for the end credits.
So now we've got the Keeper. For your Blood Surge, what's the details on that?
I roll a d6 and I have to move towards the closest.
Which
enemy
would
unit.
be, if you take it, and if you end up in combat, that just suits me anyway.
I would need the 6 to reach you
You could do it.
because you're not outside of 7.
So if you do choose to do it and you roll it, you have to move, right? Or is it?
You can choose to.
I can choose, yeah.
Is it choose
It's
to
up
activate it
up
or
to
choose?
6.
Okay, up to. Yeah. Okay, just making sure because I didn't know. It'd be like, aha! I rolled a 5 and be like, yes,
You
glorious.
can blood surge for 0.
0.1. Closer to me. You're fine. I think that's it. As far as shooting goes, I'm going to take the 5-inch charge there anyway because I have the +1. And that's why I saved this just in case. Because if they make it great, and then I can just try and bomb the Keeper over there for a 9 and see what happens, right? Clearing those guys out of the way was important for me to do that. And he's with not battle line.
No,
Not
no battle line there.
All right. It's risky, but I do need to try and open this pit up, if you know what I mean. So I have charge there. I'm going to take those 2 guys. I'm going to take that auto charge for a 7. So I'm actually going to go this way a little bit because I want to be able to tag that objective if I overkill you. Because you have
Just one.
one guy on there. So I can, at the very least, contest it
Yep.
if they do what they're supposed to. And you don't have interrupt there because you don't have a captain in that unit.
Nope.
All right, so we're going to take the 5-inch charge here off of Celeste's unit. Got the 7, so 8. And you have storm shields on these guys, so it's 3 or 4
Yeah,
up.
it's 4 up and vuln.
All right, so the extra AP from the Keeper no longer matters.
We are being told by chat that the battle leader move is as close as possible.
Oh, so I could have baited it?
Sorry, what?
The battle leader move is as close as possible.
Oh, so I have to move the full
you're compelled.
movement. Yeah.
That would have been a masterful bait if I had been able to do that.
All right, that one has to be.
Yeah, we got to send that one. We got to send that one.
I've
Treachery
been
dropped one
trying
for
to poke
an
it.
innuendo,
Stepped on
and
it.
Rob has made us wait patiently.
I have been poking at that mine unintentionally just to see how close I could.
You know, not all the way in, just that. I'm going to leave that alone.
No, go ahead, send it. All right, I'm going to take the 9-inch charge for the Keeper.
Let's see it.
Nope. That's fine. I'm going to. Cool. And then go
That
out.
was still 9?
I believe so. It should have been inside of 10.
Well, because you needed to move back
Oh, the dogs.
because
yeah.
of the dogs.
Okay. Yeah, I thought. Go. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, so maybe that was outside of 10. Because I originally pasted at 9, and then I had to shuffle it over because I didn't see that dog, so that makes sense.
Yep. Treachery definitely confirmed with the landmine emoji.
Oh, yeah, I knew what that one was as soon as you were like, and I was like, I'm just going to tap dance. I'm just going to. But if you give me a chance to bait masterfully, I'm going to take it.
The chat is, of course, welcoming you back, but they're wondering where the Sailor Moon went.
You're just going to have to wait for a lonely, starry night. Hope that the villains aren't there, you know what I mean?
Where do you left it back?
For one, I am not a real sailor. I do not go on ships. Gross. Take that back. Cool. So, you're inside of 6 here. Yeah. I might charge them just for giggles in case I need to pick up an extra wound by accident because the go is not the most reliable killing thing in the world. So we'll take that charge. Nope. Because they would have to get around
Yeah.
the wall. I think that's all the charges. So we've got that.
There's plenty.
We've got that. And then you're outside of 12 there. Cool. We're going to take that. Let's get into it. Do you have anything you need to do now?
Nope.
Okay. So always making sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to start there. So,
Get a kind of an aerial view of the battlefield at the moment. Lots of fights about to take place. What's going on, Wraith Mace? We are the Hammer. How are you, my friend?
we are the Hammer. So I'm going to start with Celeste unit, and I'm going to spend 1 CP for an epic challenge. I'm going to try and pick off your captain. So Lieutenant gives you lethals. That doesn't really matter if you're punching demonettes.
And I already have lethals army-wide.
Yeah, so there's no value in killing that character. I'm going to kill the captain because that's going to cripple your
And this has
attacks
dev
back.
wounds.
His are not. The demonettes have crits on 5s.
And are you doing precision with the whole unit or something?
It's just, no, just
You're epic challenging?
with Celeste.
Okay.
It's a lot of attacks, and it's like 3 damage each, so not as good as a keeper, but I can still put a smack on some dogs.
Yep.
Are you going to spend any CP?
I mean, if you can't do mortals, then no. Because
I will with the demonettes, but not to your battle leader.
that's fine. It's when I take mortals.
Okay, cool,
So
cool.
if you don't roll any 6s, I don't need to spend.
If you want to hear any kind of singing, you have to tune in for the members-only streams. That's where we're going to be doing our Gabo karaoke once again.
Yes. All right, so we're going to go here, hitting on 3s, re-rolling all because of the demonette unit, and we're on an objective. Thank goodness.
T6.
Right, no lethals for me, though. And then strength 7, so 3s. So there's 3 so far on your 3 on your Wolflord, -2, 3 damage each.
Need 4-ups.
Takes 4.
You said 3 damage each?
So it takes 6, sorry.
Yeah.
And I do have more attacks.
I'm going to try the free reroll. Because this is putting him on 1. How many more attacks does he have? He has extra attacks?
Yes, I have 6 more. They're going to be winning you on 5s, but it is...
Yeah,
you
I'll
fail
reroll
of
one of
those,
these.
yeah.
Did you spend a CP to precision?
No. Oh, yeah. He did.
I'm at 0. So you take all 6.
Yes, he's on 1.
Okay, so we're going to go to the Scourging Whip now. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling. Nice. And
Is that a lethal?
no. No, there's no lethals.
5s?
Yep, so 5s.
Oh, boy.
Oh my goodness.
Well, good thing.
Good things aren't, these aren't dead.
Yeah.
So you got 5 -1,
He's it.
and you have 1 wound that floats over
So
on, I guess, the lieutenant at this point, because it's the precision.
he has 5 wounds going down to 4.
Okay, so that's huge.
Let me confirm that. How many wounds he has? Pretty sure he's 5.
Oh, sorry, I should have done my power here, but
Yeah, he's 5 wounds. Down to 4. We're good.
okay. So pulling the Wolflord out is pretty big for me as far as your overall threat. Now you did use your free strike anyway, but his output is pretty significant with the damage he has.
Yeah, he's my Black Death. The other character in that unit has the Frost weapon, so I'm going to have precision with his weapons.
Okay.
Thunderhammer.
I mean, if you box Celeste that hard, 2-up, they just stand back up, right? So, sorry, might be some play there. All right, now the demonettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30 attacks. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling. I'll be winning you on 5s, but those are devs. So whatever goes through is a dev wound.
5s are devs?
Because of Celeste gets crits on 5s
Nice.
for wounds. All right, so 3s, re-rolling. Because we're on an objective. Decent conversion, I guess. All right.
Then I Well, I guess I have to wait. No rerolls here?
To wound? No. Good luck. So 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dead wounds.
Yeah, I'll spend my last CP.
Yeah, well, that's where that's going.
This is 9, and I believe it's 4-ups. Let me confirm that.
It's pretty stout.
No, not 4-ups. That's if I have the Feel No Pain active already.
Which is Saga the Bear?
Saga the Bear, yeah. So this is 5-ups.
Still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Nice, denied a bunch of them.
But I do kill one more.
Killed one body.
All right. Overall, still pretty good for what it is. I've blunted that unit pretty significantly. Like, my Demoness are probably dead, but that's fine, because Celeste and then the Keeper can follow up. Over there. So I have no CP, so I can't do the extra AP here. But hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
That strat is for when he selects targets, which I don't think it matters in this sense, but of course we do want to dial in our competitive play as kind of training.
Oh, yes, sorry. Wow, yeah. I would have had to spend it when you selected the target. But I was ready to spend it
Yeah, we
anyway.
talked about it ahead of time, so it's fine. So you have one guy that's going
But
to
yeah,
die.
that's good call, chat.
One guy
Sorry,
that's going to die, and then you got 3
He
5-ups
does
to make.
mention that it's really bad that it's like that. that really should get changed.
Yeah, because then if they don't roll any, I feel like that's what
We knew
that's
I was
usually how
going to roll
that's
some
worded.
5s, but so you got 3 minus 2, 2 damage.
I need 5s.
So 4 die total.
dead. Let's
So not as much as I would have liked.
keep him engaged, because now you cannot take it from me. They're one OC?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, we're good.
Because they are mounted. Or, no, they're OC2.
Hate that!
So I'm going to contest it.
You will contest it. And I can't
no
even
matter what,
spend,
there was-
for Saga the Majesty on that.
Because you're out of CP?
Well, no, because you have to use that on a character unit. So.
Right. Okay, so the value of Fiends is going up every time that I look at their data sheet, to be honest. I think I was sleeping on them early on in this edition.
Also, 4 wounds is nice.
Huge breakpoint. Huge breakpoint.
One more.
One more, and then it's going to, well, 2 more, and then pylons and stuff like that.
Yes.
All right, so the Guo. Oh, Slap Daddy. So let's go with the, how many wounds do we have over here? 8?
Yes.
Man, I really don't like the Guo's melee profile. I'm going to go with the
You
Bile.
charge me?
I know, but his melee profile is so bad. Like, if it spikes, it's cool, but it's not. All right, so we're going to go here. Bile Sword Strikes, hitting on 2s, lethals, and then wounding you on 2s.
Cool.
See, this is why. Every time one goes
There's a
up.
lethal.
And then
Wounding on 2s.
2s. All right, so you've got 5 AP 2, D6 damage.
4-ups. So
Oh, 'cause-
safety kill 2. Yeah,
'cause-
storm shields.
Yeah. All right, so first one,
Dead.
second one, dead.
Dead.
Kills 2. That's fine. All right, and then these fiends over yonder. Just gonna make sure we base this guy. Close to 3 fiends into that impulsor. Not really. I really don't want to
Pop it.
pop it. So we're just gonna hope for the best here. I was hoping to kill these guys originally with the shooting, so then you guys could pile in that way. But that required me to stay in combat, right? So it was kind of a wishy-washy thing, but I just needed some value. All right, so over here on 3s, no rerolls. And no buffs from anyone that's nearby, because that's penalties to you and she's too far away.
That worked out.
I missed so many times. This is great.
You rolled pretty bad.
This is great. You were -1 toughness, but it's still going to be on 5s because it's strength 5. But dev wounds, so don't spike. Oh, okay. All right, so 4 devs, and then 2 minus 2, 2 damage.
2 minus 2.
Oh, Dan, I hate you and everything you stand for.
Do I explode? Nope.
Why
Yeah, that
couldn't
was
you roll
exactly
averages?
8 damage. Well, here we are.
Why are fiends so good? Backfired.
That has not fought yet.
Nerf fiends.
But are you guys technically based?
Yeah, it's just because the where your bumper is and everything. Like there was a weird interaction there with that thing's tongue and that thing's tail.
Actually, let's bring it in. If you want to fight me, let's do it. Because then it gets activated. That is 7 dice here.
Do me a favor and just lose one of these two.
You want triple ones? Oof. You know what?
Triple nuns.
I wouldn't have ruled it out.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool. And the Secrets won't pile in simply because they didn't charge, right? Your OC, you've got 5, 6, 7 on there. I've already put you at risk of taking that one because those are all battle lined anyway. And I had Secure No Man's Land. So I've taken this one. Drop the mics now. Sorry for that.
It wasn't that good of a. What you said wasn't that good. It wasn't that good of a mic drop.
Wow.
I couldn't get it out there. Stumbled
readjust
on the
that,
joke
sorry.
there.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to go into your. I'm not going to pile in with the Fiends. There's going to be a -1 to hit aura around them. A lot of that in this army. So you've got your first attacks back.
All right. Everything's fought, right? So I'm just going to start over there with the Thunderwolves. I got 4 attacks each. This is my character over here. So 5 times 4. We're all good. Where are my dice?
I took a couple.
some gratis.
How many do you need?
Just 4.
Oh, I threw more than 4 in
You're
here.
good, thank you. So here's the 5 heirloom weapons from the Thunderwolves, hitting on 3s
Okay.
and winning on 3s, I guess, right?
Strength 5?
Strength 5, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You're rolling like I did.
Pretty terrible. That's 1 lethal. And strength 5, so 3s.
You saying there's a chance?
That is 6, 7, 1 damage.
7, 5 ups. So 6 die. Not great, but you know, better than it could have been. And we got more.
Yep, teeth and claws from those Thunderwolves.
4s.
Hitting on 4s this time.
2 lethals, huh?
2 lethals. And again, winning on 3s.
3 more.
5.
2 more.
With the lethals. 2,
2 more?
Yeah.
All right, so 4 die total. So that is all 10.
And then I have the lieutenant dude.
Yes. Who you would have piled in like this.
Thunderhammer. 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. All hit.
Okay.
Wait. Frost weapon gives me +1 strength and AP, right? I don't know why I'm asking Jacob. I thought Eric was there.
Yeah.
Frost weapon.
There's not my hair over there all of a sudden.
Yeah, precision, strength, and AP. So it doesn't do anything here. What's his toughness?
It would have been majority 4 at the time.
Oh, right. So 2's here. All right. So that is 4. Well, yeah, 4. 2
Okay.
damage each.
All right, force, because we're on him by himself now. Takes 2. So
Those
4
are,
damage.
yeah. 4.
And there is no fill in the painting.
Bless you.
Sorry.
How many wounds does he have left?
5, because he has 9 total.
All right, so I'm not going to kill him. These are the wolf and claws. That's just 1 lethal.
Okay. 4. Oh, takes 1 more.
Yeah.
Because you did not charge, so down to 4. Okay. So. All right, so we've definitely staged a little bit here. The big thing was taking that away from you, because that's 5 points, which is significant. And it forces you to leave the safety of your hovel with Bjorn or Murderfang or somebody. This was always going to be mine. This one, I didn't really want to commit to that because I could have tagged and gotten something out. I actually have a couple more attacks here to do, but and that charge I wasn't super convinced that was going to happen anyway, but it would have been nice. Now, had I known that I could bait your move or whatever,
I have to fight back here too.
that's fine. But knowing that I could have baited that in a little bit closer, maybe I could have made that charge. But I would use that. I will use that now, knowing that I can do that to a Space Wolf person. But your fight back over there.
I guess technically you would go first here.
You would go
flopping?
first because that one's already done. Oh, because he did that one.
I did that one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do this one. We're just going to fight there. I'm not going to do any crazy pile-ins because I don't want to tag the Blade Guard. All right, so we'll start with this one. So on 3s with lethals, no rerolls. Just the one, AP 2.
Good.
And then the dongs on 4s, nothing. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
just gonna tag like that.
Tag him. Tag him.
Here's 8 attacks, all going into them.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. Or -1, right? Is it -1 damage?
It's -1 to hit within 6 inches of them. And you might be outside of 6 here. Because I didn't get that charge. It's pretty close. I'm going to say you're out because I don't think it's in. Just because they didn't make the charge.
So there's no -1?
No.
Okay. So those are misses. That's a lethal.
Yeah, the auras are this, this, and that, and they are outside of it.
Toughness?
4.
So I need 3s here. That is 4
Just a lethal.
because of 1 lethal.
AP? It doesn't matter. And this is a power
1
fist?
damage. No, yeah, it's all 1 damage, heirloom weapons.
All right, so 2 die. Well, that dies, and then 2 die, 1 takes 1. You want to take these 2? Am I? No, we'll take this one. Just put the threat here still. And then we'll put that one there. Just keeping bodies in the middle.
And now power fist over here. Oh no, that's not a power fist. Just
Chainsword?
4 attacks on the chainsword. Yeah, because I had to pull the power fist. That's
Yeah.
1 lethal. Toughness 5, looking for 5s. Wow, 3, 1 damage.
Cool. That one has 2 wounds?
Yeah.
So he dies. But the one on the objective is
Still does his job.
Hey, Dan, which saga did you start with?
Lethal hits.
Lethal Hits.
Yes.
Saga of the Lethal.
And no feel, no pains has been achieved yet, right?
No, I don't have any characters below half strength, unfortunately. He just is killing my characters, or he just put 1 wound on that one. So still no sagas achieved. We'll see if that changes this turn because we do have 1 character there hanging out. But yeah, that's your turn, right?
Yeah. So for Secure No Man's Land, I'm going to take 2 because I have this one. And then Engage on All Fronts will be 2 as well because I'm in 3 table quarters. Because Celeste is not over there.
2 for both?
Yes. Not a huge convert. I was kind of hoping Secure No Man's Land would go better because for the Demoness to be alive. But it is a lot of attacks. And I knew that was a risk. The big thing was applying that unit while I could get those wolves without anybody else around them.
Taking out the character is big too, so that hurts me. All right, so going into my turn, I'm gonna score 10 for holding those 2 over there. I do have some battle shocks, so let's see this one over here. And do you have any minuses? to battle
Yes,
shocks?
-1 from Greater Demons.
So I need a 7 here. They're good.
Okay. I do not control that objective, so you do not take a penalty.
Okay. Need a 6. We're good. I think that's everything.
Signature?
I'm up to 1.
I'm up to 1.
You got 10, Dan?
I got 10 primary, and let's see some secondaries here. Area denial and cleanse. Hate that for me.
You're in a position to do area denial. It's going to leave you extremely exposed. But you are capable of scoring that fairly easily. And cleanse is the weird one. Because
I'm not.
you're not doing it here.
Definitely not doing cleanse. This goes away. Have to pick an oaths target. I think it's going to have to be that character over there. I don't like what he's doing. Was that the one that did d6 plus 1 damage? Or is that this one?
She does d6 plus 2 damage on her Soul Piercer, which is the one that has precision built in. Rerolling hits, wounds, and damage.
And you guys got everything right with the battle shock units disembarking from the vehicle for the end of the turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it.
But I recover at the start of this turn, so I'm back to owning it. Oh wait,
Perfect.
secure then. You got your full secure because that's battle shocked at the end of your turn.
oh, there you go. Yeah, I remember we focused on that one.
Yes.
So I would
It's
get
5. The big
5. Yeah,
Yep.
so 5 there.
Thank you, chat. Yeah, good call there.
Good catch. Yeah. Yeah, Dan, good catch. Know your rules. I have an excuse. I suck.
All right, so area denial, cleanse. Cleanse I'm not doing.
Bob would have caught that.
I do need to keep my CP, so let's
Bob says, not impressed.
Okay.
Bjorn is just gonna step out.
He probably didn't, but I would also be not 100% surprised if he did. He's a big, lovable bully.
This guy's gonna. Oop, he was on
You
the
gonna
point.
move my models,
Yep.
Jacob?
He's gonna fall back. Just
Somebody
hang
call
out
my name.
on the bottom floor there.
I have been summoned.
He's hanging out. I don't want to move. They're hanging out. I don't want to move them. Let's do.
Yeah, do me a favor and move so I can overwatch you.
Bring Logan down this turn.
Yes, thank you. Let's move.
I'll leave it there. That's good.
12 inches. Oh, oaths. I'll pick these demonettes. Let's get them out of here.
Good luck. Have you seen my rolling today? It's been trash. I used it all on Eric earlier.
And for.
I did.
Actually, no. Let's give it to her.
Great to see you, Cursed Cowboy.
Is he leaving or is he
Happy holidays, my friend.
I'm
He's
gonna
on his way out.
Spend my 1 CP to give Murderfang sustained again, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to make that charge here, but we'll see.
Not if you block yourself.
Yeah, these guys can.
Just go ahead and advance. It's fine. Go, go, murder fangin'.
Yep. I'll be happy if he sticks around when you guys get some new codex, but I'll be sad to see him go.
The named characters, they don't generally drop. Like, they kept
Yeah,
Tycho the Lost in the Blood Angels Codex, which is insane. Because
Tell it to our freebooter homie.
Okay. Everyone but Orcs has kept their legacy named characters, which is insane to me. Tycho should have never gone in the Blood Angels Codex. No one plays him. First generation, he's like Dante's, almost as old as Dante kind of style. Like,
I'll let all the CSM name characters that have disappeared since 3rd edition.
I mean, that's a big statement, though, because you're talking about since
hey,
3rd
hey,
edition.
7 editions ago, I had more characters.
Talking about specifically from 9th edition going into 10th edition.
Yeah.
What other named characters? Like you said, Orcs suffered a loss of 2 named characters. Anybody else lose any named characters coming into 10th?
I thought Tycho died when you guys got codex. They finally
He's still in it. He's still in it. Got Tycho the... I think he's still in it.
No. They took him out in this most recent one.
Did they?
Yeah. It was like a, hey, they finally took him out.
Yeah, they needed to take him out. Like, he was absolutely one of those. I mean, old Baelai's dead.
Yeah.
So that's another
That's
name.
true. That's another one. And I mean, if they do shift out of the direction of box dreads, you know, I think that Murderfang and Bjorn is a good kit that they're going to make money on, though. So I would have a hard time believing they're going to pull him.
I guess Tycho the Damned and Tycho the Lost.
Lost it.
Yeah, I think.
It was just Tycho and Tycho the Lost.
Yeah,
I think that's all my movements. I don't. Kind of running out of assets, and I need to kind of stay put. Got my assault intercessors up there to try to start whittling down his backfield. These Wolfguard are just hanging out, hanging tight. Bjorn is coming out of hiding to take out this little fiend. Big
hey,
moves there.
easy. Don't talk
Fiend?
about it like that. He's not a little fiend. He's an average-sized fiend.
He's a little guy. Blade Guard are just moving out of the way. They're going to clear this, and hopefully Murderfang is going to be able to do some damage over here. And then the Thunderwolves are just hanging out because I don't think he's going to do enough to clear them.
No, absolutely not. But then you
And-
kill me and I stand back up and I fight you again next turn. Because you can't kill me in shooting.
No. Do you mind if... no, it's a competitive night. We're going to stick with our moves. My thought was instead of giving him sustained, I should have maybe spent that CP to fall back in charge so I can guarantee that. But again, like I said, I don't think he has
I mean, at the end of this, the difference here is I might pick up
the character there. Because he has precision?
No, Lieutenant doesn't do anything at this point. It's just a bigger Thunderhammer.
Yeah.
At this point, I might kill a wolf or two, and then fight you again next turn. So that's the difference. If you attack first, cool. Then I still stand back up at the bottom of the fight phase and then fight you next turn. So no matter what, I'm getting one more activation. The difference is now I'm getting two. And I don't need charge benefits. So yeah, that was. I'm not saying that was a boo-boo, but I definitely think
That would have been the better play.
it would have been the better play
I'll
because the
stick with
box
my
dread
moves.
is. Murderfang was gonna kill fiends.
No, he's going to try to get in with her.
Huh. Never mind. You are a silly boy.
That's why I gave. That's why I gave her
It's a silly boy.
the oaths target.
No, you do you. Never mind. You need it.
You go, Dan.
You need.
We're doing it. Let's do shots from them into the demonettes. 3s
Okay.
and 3s again. Or are they T4?
T3.
T3, so that's 3. 1 damage.
5s. Takes one.
Pistols. Nope, no pistols. They have storm shields. Pistols into them.
You're gonna pistol my Guo? Who Christ? You're pistoling the
These things.
combat.
No, you pulled that one.
Oh, they're dead. Yeah, you killed them. I can't see past the Guo. That's why I didn't think
Toughness?
about it last time. 4.
4s.
3.
3.
1 damage, yeah.
Yeah, 1 damage.
So I'll pull that one. It was 3.
It was 3.
And then, I'm actually just going to leave this one here, because that's going to leave you in a bad spot if you don't kill that one.
And then, oh, Ragnar. And
Ragnar, what?
he has a little pistol. One more.
1 damage.
Murderfang will shoot his flamer into that. 2 shots.
Uh-oh.
Need 3s. 2 more.
Uh-oh. Pop off, King.
Ace it.
Hey!
He aced it. He did it.
He's got a Stormbolter too, right?
He does. Thank you, Eric.
Hey, it's competitive night. Shut up.
I think he's on 5s though.
No, they changed that. He has a good weapon skill. Because remember, weapon skills aren't, or ballistic skills aren't tied to the unit now. It's tied to the weapon.
Yeah.
So he used to have weapon skill 5 or ballistic skill 5.
Kind of like the wolf.
3 more. Yeah.
3 more.
Yeah, Wolfen got improved too.
Nah, he's dead.
All right.
I mean,
Bjorn.
he is a wolf in a dread, so.
Bjorn shooting into that. Heavy flamer. 2 shots.
Hoo-hoo.
Strength 5.
4s.
Need 4s. 1.
AP. Or, sorry, damage.
Just 1.
Ooh, almost.
And then here is the Hellfrost cannon.
Ooh.
I'm doing the torrent. 6 shots.
Should've done the
Strength
5 damage.
6. The other one.
3s.
3s. So that's 4. These are 2 damage each.
Ooh, he tried. He died.
He tried and he died.
I mean,
let's-
that unit of fiends did a lot for me, so.
Cannot do oaths. All right, let's do some charges. Murderfang is getting in there.
Is he?
Maybe. We'll see.
Are you going.
Actually, I'll charge just the fiends.
Are you scared now?
Yeah. No, I'm not. Charging it.
Yeah, you made it. I just confused
I
by
mean,
you.
charging just the fiends wasn't going to keep him safe if he could get himself in consolidation range.
At the very least,
Well,
you
no,
could do
because then I'd have to eat shots, survive, and then be able to fight her. This way, if I
Well,
kill
not
her
if you
first,
not if you wipe all 3 of them. Then you would pile into Shalaxi. Then she would fight you.
right, and then she'd kill me.
Ah, it's like,
That's the thing. I need to fight her first.
Shalaxi does kill him, flat out. So,
there you go.
So let's do the Ragnar unit into the fiends there.
okay.
Cool. I'll do it.
They will be eating the -1 to hit. Just because it's an aura off of the Dude Bros.
We're gonna base with that one, so I can get some.
Yep, that's why I said that.
So these 2 are not gonna be able to fight.
And then
Actually, I could do this.
only this guy is going to be -1 attack because it's based on engagement range.
Cool. So you don't have interrupts. Let's.
I do have 1 CP for a save if I need.
Let's see. Murderfang starting, because why not?
I mean,
8
it's
attacks.
the show.
Down to 7, right?
Down to 7.
All right. What's up?
Sustained lethal removal.
Yes. Looking for 3s. That's going to be
I
a
don't think it's worth it.
sustain.
What's the strength on it?
14
Don't.
with twin linked.
There's no reason for you to get greedy.
You're right. Oh, so those two
they'll just come out. Yep.
lethals, and then the sustain stay in. Strength 14, so
Threes?
3s. Twin linked.
Okay, so 7, 8.
Looking at 6, 7, 8.
What's the damage?
Flat 3.
About 3. Okay, so 8 here on 4s, and then fill in the pains. And then, assuming I fail 4, I'm going to reroll one of these. I'm going to reroll at least one of these and hope for fill in the pains. So that's that CP here. Cool.
Hate you.
So I just have to pass 2 fill in the pains on this one. So that's 12, I have 11. So that's 9, 10.
You say you
11,
hope
12.
he fails all of them?
Absolutely.
He got bodied by saves earlier, so all I have to do is save 1. So I need to save 2 to be alive on 1 wound.
And it's 4-ups?
5s. Cool. So 4, 8, 9, 10. I'm on 1.
You're on 1.
The dream is alive, and we are here to murder.
Should have fished for more 6s, didn't
I thought so.
I
too.
think you converted fairly well for what you got.
Well, you did. But
Blade guard?
You get greedy to kill you.
Just 1 won't fight. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
-1 to hit.
So look for 4s.
Dude, that old Finecast Herald model was so derpy looking.
I have it.
I
It's
remember
terrible.
5th edition, the only way you could play Thunderwolves was to get third-party wolves or to buy all of those one Finecast model, just a bunch of iterations of it to field them.
2-5?
Yes.
4s.
Ooh.
5.
5 ups. 2 damage a pop, yeah?
Yes.
So 1.5. And then Ragnar.
And Ragnar. 10 attacks. Hitting on would be 2s, now 3s.
Ooh, got him.
He has built-in sustained, so those are lethal and sustained. Strength is 8, so 3s.
It's a ransom letter for your dignity.
Oh no! 10.
I got a lovely little note here. Give me that.
Lovely bunch of coconuts.
You can't see it, but it's there. And it says, I love you, Daddy, with a heart and a smiley face. Get wrecked. No one sent you one. Thank you.
And
I bring my demonette to these games.
Yeah, now she missed you while you were gone, man, that's for sure.
All right.
10 saves from Ragnar.
Ready for this?
You're not going to do it.
I'm not. 2 damage, yeah?
2 damage.
All right, they're dead.
Taking care of business.
And dying.
All right. Now Celeste,
Celeste.
Queen of Whips.
Well, it's Sid and Esk.
Yeah. Sil-esque.
Oh, I thought you've been saying Celeste all night. So.
Okay.
I have not. All right.
One's a demon at the top.
And then, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I got to charge that.
Oh, send it. Yeah, we talked about it. You go ahead and do that. I'm going to get these dice rolling over here. You got a 6. Yeah, there's like 8 over here. All right. Cool. So 6 attacks here. We're going to go ahead and start. I don't have precision, so we're just going to start here. 3s, no rerolls, because ooh, that's bad. The demonettes are gone. And then see, this is the downside of Celeste not hitting on 2s. It's a demon prince without being a demon
Every
prince.
character or leader like that should be hitting on 2s. That's
1.
crazy.
1 invul and 3 damage.
And this is precision?
No. So 1 wolf takes 3.
One's on 1.
And then the whip, which I do not believe is lethal. I think it's assault. Let me verify. Is neither, but it is extra attacks. Okay. And then on 5s. Cool. So you got 2 minus 1.
What's going on?
3
Dean?
minus 1.
Yeah, yeah.
How you doing, my friend?
All right, killed 1,
Killed-
and then 1 is on 3.
Cool.
Dead. That's exactly what you said.
Yep.
Might kill a wolf or two, but
Yeah, that was
it was a
like
bit under-rolled.
I
on the
also-
first one.
yeah, my 3 damage axe didn't
Yeah.
go through. Okay, so your
I want to start
Fights here.
with. Oh yes.
Do this.
5 mortals on 4 pluses. So
okay.
2 mortals.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4 chain swords. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, lots of lethals there. And strength is 4, so looking for 3s. That is 9, 1 damage.
Okay. So 9. I got 7 left.
And I still have a power
5.
fist to swing.
Well, you're not gonna need it because I killed 7 just now. Okay.
Was that the whole unit?
Yeah, because the ones that you killed on the charge.
Big shout out to our lore keeper, B Ravens,
Hey,
Ravens.
man.
gifting 5 Hobby Goblins memberships. That might just mean we've got some trivia on the way.
What an awesome,
Wait. My hands were full.
awesome supporter. You are a true Gob Squad.
Forrest Gump wave.
We appreciate
You all
you
are.
greatly, for sure.
So yeah, let's swing back with the heirloom weapons over there. Yeah, I want to start with the leader. Let's do that. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
Winning on, what's his toughness?
6.
Not that. So just 1.
4. Good.
You good? 3 attacks on 4s. That's 1 lethal.
This is the teeth.
Yes.
There you go. 2.
2.
Block 1. 1 damage.
1 damage.
Should be down to 3 now. You should kill him, which is kind of expected at this point, but we'll see.
Go ahead there. 4. 4 non-characters hitting on 3s.
Oh my goodness, you're rolling like me.
That's what happens.
But you do have lethals, which I did not.
Cool. Sorry, I asked you a million times. What's his toughness?
6.
All right. So that is 4 plus the 2, 6.
All right, 6 4-ups. Damage 2.
1. I didn't charge.
Oh, right. Ho!
Ho!
Takes 1. Down to 2. The dream's not dead, Dan.
That is so disappointing.
Here's the teeth and
I
claws.
haven't made a whole lot
on
of
4s.
infantry saves, so I'm going to take these.
2 lethals.
There's a lot here, though. 5s.
5s.
4.
4.
Oh, goodness. I am down to
3. I didn't.
2. I'm down to 2 because I failed one of those. I just haven't gotten to that side of the table. He does.
The luck runs out.
While we're here on a 2+, good. I will stand back up.
Eric.
Woo! I think I can roll a 2+. I think that's fine.
Well, a little update from chat. Unfortunately, we will not have any B Ravens trivia this evening as he is out and about. But let me share this message that he posted as he celebrates a member for 7 months. I'm out and about on the town tonight, so sorry, no trivia. But in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I wanted to say thank you to the Hobby Goblins for letting us join in on their fun and being a part of their hobby journey. And we flipped that right back around. Guys, big
Absolutely.
thank you to all of you
Starting
guys
to be Aquila?
for being here
Or is
with
it-
us over the course of this past year and change. It's been a very special experience for us, and it wouldn't have been the same without you guys. What's going on, Evan 2-0? Great to see you.
Yeah, B
Put that
Ravens and B Ravens trivia did bring a cool new dynamic to the channel. I love that.
I'm a huge fan. I have 1 set of fight backs, and then, or so like this one is ongoing, so I'll do that, and then I'll go over here. So Guo, taking the chops here. 2.
And he's going to have Dorian give us the landmine for it.
Sick.
Dorian Bishaw. And then 2s. 3 minus 2.
4
6
ups.
4-ups.
Damage?
D6. Kills 1. I'll sit here all day. That Guo was supposed to defend that
all
one.
day.
Now, Shalaxi.
Well, I got to fight back here.
Do it.
Watch this hero.
Oh, 1.
That's a
1.
lethal.
1.
And 6s, right?
Yeah.
Just 1.
Boom!
Oh no!
It's like,
It just bounced back.
and you hit yourself and die. All right, so we'll go ahead and do Shalaxi now.
You gotta be bracketed, right? She brackets? Please tell me she
Oh,
brackets.
100%. So 3s re-rolling.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
3s.
Yep.
Re-rolling.
Don't do it.
Do it again.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
T9.
T9, so 3s. How many wounds do you have?
8.
8.
Not a lot. 6 up feel no pain though. And a 2 up save.
All right, so that is 5. AP 3s probably, because this is the big one. AP 3.
Not good. And I don't have any.
Yes, we're all out of CP. So each of these is D6 plus 2 re-rolling damage. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll these ones.
I'll
Okay.
just call it.
Yeah, just go ahead and explode. Just go ahead and explode. Just do me a favor and go ahead and roll a 6 for an explode.
That'd be so fun.
Oh, boo!
You would've
Boo
saved
this
it
man!
for the
Boo!
You would have got the.
Nope, I would have died.
Oh,
There we roll, baby. That is phenomenal. Box dread down. But that's literally what Shalaxi does. Takes the character and goes, go away. Get off my lawn. I
not
don't have.
piling.
Yeah, no, you
over
own the
there.
objective, so you're fine.
Great to see you, B. Ravens. Thanks for popping in, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Yes, have a great one.
Have a good turkey day.
That is my turn. I'm going to get the full 5 for area denial, though. That's pretty cool.
Yep, nobody expected
And
that.
I'm turning in cleanse for CP, so let's.
Because you had
get-
no units to do it,
I
so
have no
that makes sense. All right,
Going
so
up to 2. He's going up to 1.
I'm going up to 1.
You got 5 for area,
I did get the 5 for area.
and what are you getting on your primary?
I'm going to get 5. However, this is my go turn,
Yes, it is.
and this is going to be.
I did not kill that.
This is going to be bad. Because I've got a lot to bring to bear. So Celeste does stand up at the bottom. I'm not going to out OC you, obviously.
Does she get full wounds back?
It's a great question. On a 2+, yep, full rooms.
Hate that for me.
It's pretty good, especially because of the shooting and then charging. I might be able to do something there. Okay, so for me, I get the 5. I have no battle shocks. I do have a battle shock here. On a 5 for her, and I
Wait.
am.
Do you want to do any uppy downy stuff?
I didn't have a CP.
Oh, right.
I mean, I technically need to draw my secondaries here first, so we'll do that. Assassination.
Boo.
I think we're gonna.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna do
You're good there.
that. And extend battle lines. I think we can come over here and mop this up. You are.
And even if you don't, you'll have enough OC, because I only put 1 there. I couldn't consolidate because then I'd have to tag your guys.
100%, and that is the right call because if they get in on you, you
giving
2
you
almost
the
wiped the
5.
unit. 3 would have definitely done it. Now, do I force? The problem is this D3 wounds back, right? And that's kind of the tough one. Force the heal by auto passing the battle shock test. If I roll a 1, 2 wounds, does nothing for me. If I roll a 3 and get 4 wounds total, that would be nice.
Because you get out of bracket? Or is your bracket 5?
I think it's still 5 because it's a 20 wound model. Where is that? 1 to 7, yeah. So definitely still. The problem is that it's just like surviving if I fail 1 save or fail 3, but I get some feel no pains. Like there's that line. As far as strats go, though, I don't have a whole lot. She's already got precision. It doesn't. I don't take wounds if I not pass, right? And you're not going to. I'm basically just going to take both of these units over here. So even if you interrupted here, you're not going to survive. So it doesn't matter. So I'm not going to auto pass it. I'm going to take it here on a 5 because I get the +1 leadership for being a greater demon in my own aura. I do pass. Do 3 wounds back for 3. So I go up to 4.
You want a D6?
Yeah, I think it'd just be easier that way. Cool.
You won't be above that.
No, I'm,
I'm just kidding.
if I somehow survive long enough and you let me, then that's your fault. Okay, that's it. Because full, everything over there is dead. I've got a unit of demonettes and a Nurgle demon to bring in. And we're good. Cool. Break. So assassinate, I'm going to punch Ragnar in and around his mouth. It's going to be great.
Why in?
Because it's a big fist. It's going to go in his mouth. Like that. You know, just 6 attacks. 6 attacks. And just, boom, just a couple, 6 times, you know?
So did you spend your CP on something?
I have 1 CP. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get to moving. So in order to be make room for the Demonettes, these guys are going to come 8 inches this way. Alright. We're at full wounds here, so we're just going to go ahead and apply pressure. Logan, you want to have a showdown, you can have a showdown, that's fine. We're going to double down here just to ensure that goes well for me. And Nurglings are going to just move up to the wall. Just to provide a nuisance threat.
You think he's threatened?
I feel like he's
My soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world.
Really? I'm pretty sure they turn to dogs when they freak out, so.
No, they die with honor. No apothecaries.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
they don't have vets in the 41st millennium. I'm so sorry.
kind of have pseudo apothecaries in your wolf priests.
They don't heal at all.
Yeah, do you guys refer to the Great Beyond as the farm? Do you go live on the farm that you're passing?
It's not Valhalla. It's oh man, there is a name for it, and I'm blanking.
Come on,
it.
Space Wolf Dan.
I'm not a Space Wolf lore guy.
Space Wolf Dan, you made a name for yourself. Do it. Meh. Who do
How
I?
many times have you looked back at your Instagram, if any, and said, "Damn, I wonder if I should have not used Space Wolf as my"?
No, I
primary
liked
name."
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just picked something and stuck with it, and hopefully, if the channel grows, I just keep that name, even if I just like get rid of all my Space Wolves eventually or something.
You know, I like
That'll
that for
never
you. I like that for you.
Yeah, nice little irony of like being Space Wolf Dan but not playing Space
Yeah.
Wolves, you know.
And I love so many of the other armies too. So.
I will end up having to spend 1 CP here to plop this guy within 6, because his ability for battle shocks is within 6. So if I drop in off of this guy, I'll be outside of 6. So just in an effort to make it look cool, he's going to go here and go.
And he could be within 6, you said?
It's outside of 3.
Call it upland.
Upland? Upland?
Okay, that's
Lame.
dumb.
More examples
Valhalla's
of
way
GW
cooler.
just knocking it out with the writing, huh?
That was a cop out.
Don't go to Downland. That's where bad people go.
Go to the uplands. All right, so then we're going to show up here.
We'll go there after the wolf time, which is their version of Ragnarok.
Wolf time, yeah, that's Ragnarok.
Very in-depth writing here.
Where'd they come from?
Deep strike.
Deep strike.
What'd you say?
What did he say?
And that one's 6 inches?
Yes, because of the drop pod off of.
Here.
Thank you.
Good.
Widget. Cool.
It's a little too real.
What did you say?
This one. All right, what do we got?
What temperature is it? Shooting phase.
You're just gonna skip it, right?
What? So we've got a couple of things to shoot actually, which is pretty good for me. So we're gonna go here, just pistol whip him. We'll start with the whip. Number of shots is 5 because it's d6 plus 1. Getting you on 3s because we're in combat. Not lethal, unfortunately, which I think is absolutely silly. Strength 7, I believe.
3s.
He's going to make them the -1 toughness. All right, so you got 3 minus 2 damage
We're good.
because of the 4 up. And then the flamer, the Chaos,
He is a
called
hero.
Vomit.
I'm going to spend a CP to give him Lone Wolf.
What edition is this? So 9. I hated that. Like a wolfen picking that up. I was just like, oh. All right, and this will be on 3s.
Actually, I don't think Wolfen could do it. Because I think at that time, Wolfen couldn't do, like...
Sergeant. And that used to be a
Yeah, it was the sergeant. It was the.
Oh, and it... Well, wasn't that a pack leader?
Yeah, it was the same.
It would still, okay.
So 7 at -2, 1 damage.
Oh, jeez. I had 1 dice in my hand.
It was a big fight.
-2, 5s. Yeah, he said.
He tried.
The problem with the previous editions of the Wolfen, your pack leader can only take the claws.
And claws. All right, let's go over yonder.
You sure you want to shoot them?
How many CP do you have? 2? Oh.
It's not a CP. It's just an ability.
No, I was talking about for interrupts.
Yeah.
Um,
I have 2 CP, yeah. I turned in cleanse.
I don't know. Do I? I guess I don't. She can see you because you're in the terrain. So I'll go take the shots into the blade guard. 18 inches. Yeah, that'll be inside 18 inches. So we got 9 shots here.
Chad has rebranded you. Dean specifically has rebranded you Thousand Suns Dan.
Nice. Love it.
Did nothing wrong, Dan.
I'm sticking with it.
2s.
T-Sons Dan.
That goes out, and these are devastating, not lethal. You are T3 right now because of the Guo's aura, or ability, not an aura. So this will be on 2s because it's strength 6.
You say you have mortals? Oh, no.
Would have been dev. So you got 7, -2, 1 damage.
4 ups.
Ooh,
1.
1.5.
Did any...
I haven't done any damage to these guys yet.
And they didn't take any damage from the explosion?
No.
Or from getting it? Oh, I didn't take any.
You aced that one.
So 1 is on 1, 1's dead.
All right, my hazardous passed with flying colors. All right, Shalaxi will now do the same. That's Celeste, not that one. Shalaxi. We'll start with the lash because this is, yeah, it's kind of weird because it's
What does Sloppity do?
forces a battle shock.
Nice.
There's no shooting. There's middling melee. It's literally just do a battle shock, no interrupt, no armor contempt, no reroll to save, none of that. That's what I'm looking for.
Hate it.
And then you'll have to take mortals if you fail. So here on 2s, this is the Lashes Slanesh. Is assault, nothing else. And then on 2s, because strength 6,
2s because strength 6?
because you're T3. So you got 5 AP 1, 2 damage.
From here?
Yes.
Need 4s.
So
So
one dice.
kills 1 and puts 1 on 1.
Okay. And then the Pavana Slanesh. It's a D6 shots here. Overcharge for 1 shot. Hitting on 2s, looking for 60s. Oh, so hits on 2s. -2 D3 damage.
Good.
Okay. And then hazardous. We're good. Yeah, that's all the shooting I have. So we're just going to charge over there. And you can't interrupt here if you battle shock. So, and honestly, if you interrupt over there, it really doesn't matter. So, cool, let's get into the shooting. We're going to do charges here, charges there. All right, so we're going to start with the easy one, boom to boom. This is basically to make room for these guys. So this will be a 5-inch charge off of them because of the +1 from the instrument, and Ragnar was the closest you could have ever have pulled out.
Dan, did you play when Lone Wolves were a part of the edition?
Yeah, so it was very end of 7th, I think. 8th, right? Yeah, that's when I joined at the very end of 8th, when Wolfen were still pretty deadly, and then we
Wolfen
had
were
the
terrifying.
yeah, they were flat 3 damage, real hammers. They were awesome. Fatal Pain, Advance and Charge.
They were
They were-
actual.
I mean, they stayed pretty good in the 9th edition.
Yeah, Wolfen were great in 9th edition too.
Except when you hit them with Thunderfires.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Good times. That's an easy story there. I miss Thunderfires, man. I think they would be good in this meta.
I mean, did they get legend?
Yes.
Thunderfires, Land Speeders.
You know those T-shirt cannons? They got like low-key legends. Right? They're still in the book, but
No
nobody
one
plays them.
uses those. The only person I know that uses those is
Jim?
Jim. Yep.
Jim?
He's like, I bought these. I'm gonna make them work.
Yeah, they really neutered them on the price. Like, that's the insane part. We're just going to do those auto charges. I'm not going to go anything crazy. I'm just going to move them in.
Good.
Let's make room for them on this. Boop, 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 boop. And then unfailable charge. We're just going to go there. Okay. So I've made all the charges that needed to be made, which is all of them. So start of the 5 phase. Give me a battle shock at a -1 here.
We're good.
Good. Shucks. That's fine. I'm going to attack there anyway.
I'll do reroll 1s to my save there for Blade Guard.
For sure. Cool. Let's go into that. So we're just going to attack there. So 6 attacks into Ragnar. The claws are not precision, just the stabby.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s because of the -1, re-rolling because you're a character unit, if you will. Okay. And then this is on 2s, re-rolling. All right, 4 invulns. One's going to go through.
What's the damage?
D6 plus 2 re-rolling.
I'll re-roll this one. Spending a CP. I don't really care for an interrupt.
The interrupt really wouldn't have done you
No.
anything.
Nope.
How many wounds does he have? 6?
5.
He's dead. Now just assassinate.
Really wanted
Blackmane got put down.
that. Really, really wanted that.
And then 4 attacks here out of the claws. Hitting. And these will be on 2s because your strength 6, your T3, and no rerolling. Well, no, because you were at the time. So 2s rerolling. Looking for dev wounds, which is fine. So just you got 4 invulns, 3 damage a pop.
4.
Reroll
this
ones. No.
2 dead.
2 schmid. Okay, which is pretty big.
It's happening.
This is it, boys. You do not have an interrupt.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and just move on to here because we're already here. We're going to take my pylons like this. We're going to fall down because these rubbles are in the way. These back 3 are going to be out. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because this is a fresh unit. All right, on 3s, re-rolling because we're on an objective. And I'm not getting any extra AP or anything crazy here. Okay. All right, this will be on 3s because you're -1 toughness, but I'm looking for 6s for the mortals. No rerolls to wound on demonettes and no mortals, which is kind of weird. So 4,
10.
8, 9, 10 at your invuln. 1 damage.
Let's see 4s.
It's not bad.
Reroll these. All right.
So 1 dice.
1 more dice.
Pretty insane, but we take it.
Let's keep him so I could
I
fight
put
him.
them trying to punch that one. Okay, cool. We're good there. So let's go over to the Keeper, because you can't possibly pull away from Celeste.
No.
All right, so Keeper, 6 attacks. Is anyone wounded over there?
Yeah. Got 1 here.
3 damage? Okay, this is
If
fine.
that's the
Everything I
character.
have is 3 damage, except for the whip. So here, on 2s, no rerolls. On 3s, go strength 8. So you have 4 invulns, 3 damage pop.
So
Damn.
kill 2.
Yeah, because kills 1, kills another. And then the snapping claws,
I'll keep that one there. Pull this one.
miss 1. And then on T6, yeah,
T6, yeah.
force. 1 more invuln, 3 damage.
1's on 1.
Okay, and then Celeste will attack. So we'll do the whip first because that is 1 damage. This is on 2s. And this will be on 5s, I believe. Because you are 6 and this is 4. 5s. Okay, you got 2. That's your invuln because of the AP boost.
How much damage? 1?
1 each. Alright, and then Celeste. That's why you need Demonettes. You gotta get these rerolls in here. And then on 3s, because of the strength 7, 1 invuln, 3 damage.
That did it. And he's alive. And just chilling.
Goodness gracious.
Hate that.
Over here, we're gonna go with the Fiends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 3 of these. I was thinking about your guys.
You're going ham.
Alright, 3's no
wilding.
rerolls. Hey man, it's my first game back. I gotta
You see John Cena on that stream?
Which one?
Kai Cenat's stream. I just saw a clip where he was like, Kai Cenat's like, "You be wildin', man." He's like, "I do be wildin'. I have been known to wild."
That is great. This is strength 6, no 5, sorry.
Looking for 3s.
Alright, so you got 3 minus 2, 2 damage.
Need 5s. Come on. All right.
2 die?
Kill 2.
Cool, so I'm gonna build up the Demoness now because that's 30 attacks. 1, 3, 4, 5. I'm just do this twice. A bit easier this way. 3 is rerolling because you're on an objective.
Maybe that would have been a good interrupt. Nah, but trying to keep Ragnar alive was.
You would have wanted to do that for sure. I do owe you another set of attacks after this. And this will be 4s looking for 6s. Alright, so you've got 3 minus 2 so far and 2 dev.
5s. So 1's dead, and you said 2 devs?
Yes.
So I just have
So 2 die.
one on one.
Okay,
Or one is alive,
cool. Next set.
full wounded.
Yeah, that checks out. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, and then same thing. 4's looking for 6s. He's dead.
Yep.
Alright, Demonettes pop off. Don't sleep on them.
They do.
That point reduction was insane. Okay,
My blade guard.
your Blade Guard into... You should
I'm
do some
gonna-
actual axes.
Yeah, I'm just
You
gonna
just
swing
have no
into
choice.
her. I have lethals and full rerolls to hit. So let's see. That's a lethal.
Ooh.
And let's go for the full rerolls because I need those 6s.
There you
That
go.
hits.
I mean,
And then strength 5.
6s.
No, just 1.
4 up. No.
2
2 damage. No. See, this is why we heal. This is why we heal.
Cutting her down in a prime.
Okay. No, but I mean, that was...
No, that's huge.
I mean, that's basically... That's game, set, match.
I think so. But if we want, we could quickly play this out.
Yeah, no, we're going to see what you get because you do have top of turn. But like that was the turn. Like I said, this was my go turn to cut you down.
You went. All right, top of my turn. I'm only getting 5 points.
Yep.
Then let's draw some secondaries. I got behind enemy lines, not getting that. And recover assets. Don't.
Sorry, so for both mine, I got 5 for assassinate and 5 for extend battle lines.
Big score there.
Behind enemy lines, what else?
And
Assassinate.
recover assets.
I got 5 on both. It's not good
I'm
for
gonna
you.
spend a CP to get rid of recover assets.
Get the points that you can.
Yeah. See what I can do here. I got defend stronghold. I think I can do that. Well, I actually got be down and stuff. So
You
we'll see.
could. If you throw that dread in my way, there's no way I get over there without doing some crazy up downs, which I'm going to do. Well, no, because those are in infiltrators, so you're good. There's no way I can get over there.
Fall back. She's still. my
You owe me a
lowest
battle
target.
shock at a -1.
Oh yeah.
Please fail and then die. You pass. Wow, Dan.
I had to do it aggressively because
Those are brittle
it
models.
is what
man.
it is. I cannot fall back in charge though. So how useful is that? Oh, that's fine. We'll leave him. Logan moving up because he forgot
Moving
to
on
charge
up.
earlier, but that's okay.
Come on over, Logan.
Yeah, I used his ability too early. I probably should have waited until I had more guaranteed charges, but I really needed Murder Fang to get in there.
And he didn't.
Failing charges is my MO though. Let's move.
I mean, that's just the downfall of a melee army, man. That's why I like Slanesh, because they're so fast. it's hard to put yourself in a position where you can't make a charge.
It's also why I like to mix in some shooting. I think I might
Oh, for sure.
switch up the list to have some Redemptors in it.
Just get a Storm Raven. What's the Frost Wolf one? Is the Frost?
Frostfang or Frostwolf?
Stormfang.
Stormfang or Stormwolf, yeah. I knew I said it.
Yeah,
I knew
and it has a
sounded
Frost
wrong as a
cannon
thing.
is what it has on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's basically just a better Storm Raven, right?
I used to use that. It was
The cannons are
it used to
better.
be gross. All right.
Isn't it Dev Wounds? Oh, never mind. This sucks.
That's my stuff. Let's shoot all of Bjorn's stuff into them. So heavy flamer, 6 shots,
Why are you being bullied in them? What happened?
strength 5, so 3s. Yep. 4, 1 damage.
Okay. 1 dice.
Nice. This is the other flamer, 5 shots, strength 6, so 3s. 3 more.
It's a D-minutes. 1 dice.
Those dice historically don't even roll that well, so
No, I paid for these.
let's do.
Please tell me you're going to have Bjorn come over here and kill Shalaxi.
Yeah, that's happening.
I can't wait.
Logan,
For you to whiff.
we'll shoot a Stormbolter at the Celeste thing. No, it looks like we might be obscured, so never mind. Just going for the charges. Bjorn charging the thing in the middle.
Wow.
Hiya!
That's hateful.
What's your CP at, Dim?
He's at 1, I'm at 1.
1. Charging the character there.
With Logan?
Yeah, with Logan.
I mean, this is it. Oh, hey, spend that CP.
No. I'm gonna
You want Logan to
charge
get it.
my lieutenant. No, because I want to. I'd rather do. +1 to wound here, which is what I'm gonna do.
Oh. Okay. Send it. Send it.
I'm down to 0. Let's see if Bjorn
Let
can
me
take him
see.
out.
Hold on. The Sloppities, is it once per game? Oh, so at the start of the fight phase, excluding vehicles. I'm just going to have, I guess, your Blade Guard dude take a battle shock test at a -1.
He fails.
D3 mortals. Do me a favor and just die on the spot. Oh, so close.
Down to 1.
Oh, so close.
That was interesting.
It's a shame that it doesn't affect vehicles, but it is a Nurgle aura, and those generally don't, outside of the -1 toughness.
All right, let's see what I can do here. Do I have any minuses here?
To
Bjorn?
-1 attack.
-1 attack, so he has only 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
Oh, my
Thankfully-
goodness.
You are my oath target. I think I re-rolled
That's
a
better.
2 there.
It doesn't matter, it paid out.
Lethals, and this is strength 12, so 3s.
Didn't you give me +1 to wound? It doesn't matter if you roll a 1, I
Yes.
guess. Huh. What's the
3.
damage, like 3 each?
Flat 3, yeah.
So I'm gonna just gonna roll a bunch
I
of
know you're gonna
4s.
ace this.
Ooh, yeah.
Do it, do it.
Do it.
I mean, I was losing this game anyway. This is just for epic points.
All right, 5 ups. Stand
2.
your grounds.
2 5s, that's easy. Light work.
Yeah!
I knew I should have.
Historically speaking, my entire 40 career has been bomb the saves, ace the feel no pains. That has been my career.
Yeah, your feel no pains were sketchy back when we first
Hey.
started playing.
Yeah, yeah.
I
There was a
hated your weird Slanesh, the old dice you used. They were
Oh, it was
rounded
the
edges.
Kraken dice.
I was like, man, those
some serious
those dice
trust
are fishy,
issues.
dude.
Almost every time I went to an event, I would play with new dice. I had like the clown dice.
No,
I
you had a
The-
jumble of dice, but there was like a set of dice you had that
It was the
just-
Kraken, the purple ones.
you would pull those
Yeah.
for your feel no pains and always get them. I was like, I'm gonna throw those in the toilet in a minute. Let's
I was going
do-
to run from the event, so you wouldn't know.
Let's do the Lieutenant into Celeste. All right. Boom. And strength is 9, so winning on 3s, right? So that is 4. Oh, actually, this is a dev wound. 2 dev wounds.
Okay, so 3 force.
3,
So
flat 2.
2, 4,
each.
6.
Yep.
All right. I think we're down to
Dead?
no.
No?
Down to 3.
Nothing.
Huzzah! All right, I'm going to stab your old boy in the face now. I have 1 wound remaining, so we're going to do our best. Hitting on 3 is re-rolling, because you are a vehicle monster. Cool. Strength 14, so 3s. Re-rolling. Okay. 5.
AP 3,
Yeah.
5s. Damage?
You reduce damage by half or something crazy?
Half. And I have a 5 off penalty.
Yeah, because it's not. It's gonna be half of the d6 plus 2, not half of the d6. Okay. So we're just gonna do them one at a time, just because it'll be easier for the math rate. So that's just gonna be 2 damage. Re-rolling. I'm gonna. Okay. So this is 7 down to half would be
4.
4. So you take 4 on that one. You got it. We're going to re-roll it here. So 3. So you take 7. And then re-rolling. Ooh.
8 down to 4.
Yes. And then
So-
total pains.
We got 4, 4, and 3. I need 5 ups.
How many wounds does he have? Like 10 or
8.
something?
So he's
He does.
dead.
Does he
Cool.
explode? Finally taking me with him.
No, that would be too epic. I can't give you those. All
That
right.
would have been
That
everything.
would have been epic. Yeah.
That would have been everything. I mean, that's game. So
Well,
That's
I
definitely
think we
game.
can go
Great
and
game,
roll
dude.
that winner screen. Good game, both of you gentlemen.
Very
Play
well
the
played
thing.
by the demons. Oh, it's spelled right there.
It is spelled right there. It was spelled right in the other place too, Dan.
yeah,
Check that chat.
Screenshots.
Dan.
Screenshot.
the
Post it
boy
in
got the
Discord.
devil in him.
Yeah, man.
Got the dog in him.
Well, I will tell you that as the champion, winning tonight's game does make you safe from the floor dice. The bad news is that means you guys are tied. So we're going to have a duet on our
Yeah.
hands this evening.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's unpack this a little bit. Now, Dan, you got the thing kicked off pretty cagey. You got that first turn that you were looking for. You were able to get out and kind of develop. And it did slow Rob down a little bit, right? He did have to stop and think and kind of delay that go turn ever so slightly. And then you had that round of charges that you really damned that round of charges, didn't you?
I always do.
Dan.
So break it down for me here. Like, what were your thoughts and strategies going into this? What worked? What didn't work?
Well, I think I used Logan's ability way too early. I think I should have planned a little bit more setups with Murderfang and guarantee those charges instead of trying to hope for the reroll like on an 8 or a 7, whatever he was at. But I rolled like a 4 and a 3,
Yeah, it was down,
which
yeah.
isn't. I mean, failing a 7 or 8 inch charge isn't as bad as a 4, but you know, things happen, and that's not what hinged the game. I think Rob has don't let your head get too big on this one. He's got a really good mind for this game, so he had things planned out well ahead, and a lot of extra units to still have things to trade in. The deep strike units, I just felt like I didn't have enough toys, and the things that I did have wasn't punching enough to really do the damage it did. I think the Wolf Guard unit whiffed pretty hard. I think I just might have put them in a bad spot to where they couldn't really trade into something I really wanted to. I think that would have been a unit better fitted to take out Celeste and the smaller stuff, while the bigger, heavier hitters try to take out the greater demons.
This list does look like it's got some skew potential, but then you add in the point reductions that get you all the extra demonettes on the table for the action play, the fiends, those fiends, man, 4 wounds.
Yeah, huge cut.
Dev wounds, right?
Yeah.
Dev wounds on 6s. I mean, they're a pretty saucy unit. And to your point, yeah, he still has those scoring units on the table. Being able to hide behind those big monsters that just aren't dying allows those fragile demonettes to live a lot longer than they should have. So, Rob, from your perspective, of course, welcome back after your brief hiatus, and welcome back, of course, with Demons. The army that we know you for. Unpack this for me.
So, for me, a lot of this was demons in general, specifically Slanesh, have the capability of looking at a flank and saying, I'm not going to crack that, the Thunderwolf side. What can I crack? Which is over here. I can go get this Rhino. I can put these Wolfguard or whatever they were on foot and then punish them on stat checks. Debuff after debuff after debuff. And I put, again, I didn't want to crack it if I couldn't do it in shooting, but the fact that I could put you on your foot and then you had no choice but to jump on me and try and take me out. Otherwise, I was just going to follow you because you can't run from me. I moved 14 inches. Like it's not happening. So for me, it was a chess match of, I went second, so I have the advantage of, I saw what your moves were.
Reactive, yeah.
I'm out. I told you I was going to build my triangle and I was going to fight here. And then I got some pretty good draws on secondaries. I was always going to be able to score average primary just because it's a lot of OC on the monsters or whatever. But being able to pull...
Taking hold is pretty forgiving too.
Yeah, it is.
And all the battle line. Right.
Yeah, so then being able to get points for behind enemy lines and recover assets, and then denying you your jump packs to go after them. Like I was focusing on taking apart your assets, and then once you had your go turn, because you had to go, that's when I was like, okay, this is my punch. I had to dismember that unit over there to get rid of your captain.
That was a great play.
That was worth throwing away that Daemonic unit. That's their job, is to deliver Celeste.
What all do you lose from that Thunderwolf unit when that captain goes away?
The free CP, or the -1 cost for strats, and +1 to advance and charge.
All right. Any kind of pluses to hit or wound? Any kind
No,
of?
it's mainly just the strat support.
It's attacking his resources.
Yeah.
And he had the Black Death
Enhancement.
so he would have done anti-vehicle 4+, or anti-monster 4+ with dev wounds, but
Yeah.
he never even made a charge with them. So
Yeah.
I think that's also where I messed up. I should have fallen back and charged with them instead of tried to maximize my damage with Murderfang. Because even giving him the sustain, I still left her on 1 wound. So
Yeah, the whole thing was, like I said, it was, I can attack your resources faster than you can attack mine. And that's when I play demons, that's the way I play.
Great game tonight, guys. We're gonna do something a little bit different tonight because of the holiday. I'm gonna be the weird uncle right in here right now, and I'm gonna ask you guys both to share with me something that you are thankful for as we move into Thanksgiving tomorrow.
I'm going to be cheesy and say I'm thankful for what a great, not just local, but like community of Warhammer 40k players out there that are just, cool. We got a community growing more and more, and the chat, you guys are there for us. So
There's Facebook
Very
groups
thankful.
for like almost every army that if you play an army and somebody meets you, they just add you to this Facebook group. All of the different areas where people can get together and theorycraft together. It really, truly is an amazing community.
Yeah. Obviously, same, right? There's that. For me, I'm going to go ahead and put my finger on the nail a little bit and just say, for me, I've been gone 6 months out of the last year, right, in Japan for my job. So being able to come, like my family, 100%,
Right.
I have my daughter, I have my fiance. So having that home life, being able to come back to that and reintegrate and adjust, like that's what I'm thankful for sure. Otherwise, it'd make my life a lot harder without them.
also thankful you didn't face John on your first game back.
I wouldn't be here, so it's fine.
Of course, it goes without said, we're all thankful so much for all of you guys helping propel us on our journey through the vast landscape of YouTube. And it's been an absolute blast. But I'm gonna actually one-up that even further. I'm gonna add to yours and add to yours a bit. And I'm gonna say I'm thankful for all of you guys, the friends that I've made directly in the community. Many of them you get to see here on stream with us. Others are scattered across the country with only reunions at tournaments. But the real world relationships that we have been able to cultivate and nurture throughout the course of our experience with 40k has been one of the most rewarding experiences of all time. So, of course, all of our digital friends, thank you all so much. All of our actual flesh and blood friends out there in the community, we love you guys, and we look forward to many more reunions. So, all right, mushy stuff is done once again. Double whammy. Let's talk about this floor dice performance. Now, it looks like the vibe is a drunken argument. Since we've got a duet,
No politics.
you guys have to split the bill here and treat this as if it's an argument. So without further ado, Eric, if you would like to go ahead and get us rolling.
I will destroy
All right, well, I don't want to hear any guff because I'm going first. Thanks to the Hobgobbos and especially Moonlit Inari, and I go first.
No,
Ravens.
listen here. Treachery
I don't
is actually
think so.
should have been first, and we got Jason Linger, White Chocolate. Now
White
we're talking about the
chocolate,
Gobbos.
I am T-Sun's Dan, all right? I'm not Space Wolf Dan
We had a
anymore.
bourbon chicken. We got
That's
Scissors
odd.
Sanchez.
What's
What are you
going
talking
on,
about
man?
that?
You know what?
The
I don't wanna hear
Grotzky's?
this. Let's go to
Scissors.
Jeremy Payne.
Scissors. We got
Trainer,
Ash, we got Henry Howard, we got buttered bread. All right, how about that? You can't
Your
talk
voice
to
is
me about
annoying.
buttered
Your
bread.
voice is annoying. I'm gonna go to Dr. Miniature.
Look, here's a
Brian Gerber, the pile of progression.
Dorian
Great name,
Bashaw
buddy.
is the hammer.
I don't think he is. Actually, he is. He's the trivia king. Callum White, Castellan, Brett
Shoelace,
Holt,
that's my
Matthew
boy.
Smith,
He does
Karts,
demons.
Shoelace, Trucker Judd, Magic.
I can't even
Biscuit 82.
say Cyward.
All are the
Cyward?
best.
Cyward?
I
Shut
don't want to
up.
hear any arguments.
I'm not arguing. Hunter Nichols is way better than you.
Guys, thank you again so much. Enjoy the holiday with your family. Thanks
Yes.
for being here with us.
Wait.
Until next time.
Catchphrase.
Catchphrase.